Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Come along and visit with the Clampetts family as they learn the simple pleasures of the hills of Beverly. That includes the products of your sponsor of the week, the cereals of Kellogg's, Kellogg's of Battle Creek. K-E-double-L-O double good Kellogg's, best to you.
Jethro, tell us exactly what happened with Miss Drysdale.
Well, I come around the side of the house, and I see this here lady fighting with a furry-looking varmint.
Turned out it was Miss Drysdale.
No, Uncle Jed, it was a fox.
Lady was Miss Drysdale.
Oh, yeah. So I grabs up the shotgun, and I says, step aside, lady, and I'll shoot it. Well, instead of that, she whipped around and throwed that thing in the air. Well, I shot it on the fly. With both barrels.
Blew my wife's fox fur to shreds.
No wonder she fainted dead away.
I caught her just in time. The chauffeur had to help me get her into the car. She was out like a light.
She was stewed to the gills. You said it took 2 men to get her back in the car.
You know, Jethro, could be that there fox was Miss Drysdale's pet.
Why in tarnation would she want a sneaky old fox for a pet?
'Cause them kind of people are liable to do anything.
What kind of people?
Ask your pa.
Well, I reckon I can't protect you from the ugly side of life forever. You see, Miss Drysdale is what city folks calls what was her husband called it, Granny?
Hypochondriac.
Yeah, that means she drinks a little.
A little? Her own husband said her bedroom was full of bottles.
The doctor says she'll sleep for several hours. He gave her a sedative.
What about Claude?
Oh, she insisted that he have a sedative, too. Poor dog, he's probably the first canine hypochondriac.
Well, let's be thankful for one thing, Mr. Drysdale.
What's that?
The tree outside the window. It completely obscures her view of the Clampett estate.
Yes. And if that tree should ever lose its leaves and she gets one look at those hillbillies...
It shall not happen. The Clampetts have agreed to accompany me to Palm Springs.
Fine, fine. Now, you keep them there until I get Margaret back to Boston.
Can do, and will do.
Maybe it's for the best that you know about that poor woman next door, Ellie. Now you can pitch in and help us get her cured.
Yep. I'll need you to help find the makings from a sobering up mash. That's what I'll give her first.
But Miss Jane said she was taking us to Palm Springs.
Folks don't run off and leave the neighbors when he's in trouble. What all you gonna need for your sobering up mash, Granny?
Well, most of the stuff I got. But it takes pecan root, wretchweed, sourdough, skunk oil, chimney soot, spider webs, horsebeard, snakebort, pepper leaves, chicken gizzards, stump water, coal oil, slippery elm ooze, and turpentine, and a few more things that's secret. Oh, and the biggest toad you can find.
Granny, you use a live toad?
That's just for testing. I give it a swaller to see how far it jumps.
Last time Granny used a sobering up mash, set a new record. Clean over the top of Elverny Bradshaw's clothesline.
That's tall jumping for a toad.
Oh, this wasn't no toad. This was Elverny's husband, Homer. It was him Granny was sobering up. Welly, if you're going out in the brush hunting stuff for Granny, you'd best put on some old clothes.
Okay, Pop. Well, let's get it going. have some goat's milk. After Mrs. Drysdale takes my sobering up mash, she has to have fresh goat's milk every half hour to stop the burning.
Well, I reckon Jethro can borrow some. Well-to-do neighborhood like this, folks is bound to keep goats.
Everybody except us. We ain't even got a cow.
Nor pigs neither.
Nor chickens.
We ain't even got nothing to pull a plow.
You're supposed to be so dad blame rich. I'll bet we're the only family in Beverly Hills that ain't got a mule.
I reckon it is high time I was stocking this place. Even Mr. Drysdale's been after me to buy some cattle.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, just the other day he says to me, Mr. Clampett, you got $25 million in cash. You ought to put some of that money into stock.
Well, we better get busy now if we're gonna find...
There goes that music again. Jethro, did you ever find out where that's coming from?
No, sir, I didn't. Every time I went to looking for it, somebody always come to the door. This time I'm gonna find it for sure.
Yeah, good hunting. Me and Granny will be figuring out what stock to buy.
Doggone it, never failed. Howdy, Miss Hathaway.
Oh, please stop calling me Miss Hathaway. Now, if I can call you by your first name, Jethro, surely you can do the same for me.
But,
Please?
well, howdy, Miss Jethro.
How about calling me Jane?
I like that better.
Well, are we all set to leave for Palm Springs?
No, ma'am. Uncle Jed and me's going to town and buy some stock.
Stock?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Drysdale, he told Uncle Jed he had ought to put some of his money into stock.
He dictated a memo on that. But you needn't waste time driving into town. You can order your stock by telephone. Now, here are Mr. Drysdale's recommendations. He doesn't want your Uncle Jed to get a bum steer.
Oh, Uncle Jed, he wouldn't buy no bum steer.
They should be cautious in a bull market.
You gotta be careful with cows, too.
Jethro, you have the most delightfully bucolic sense of humor. Now then, would you like to ride to Palm Springs with me, or would you prefer to drive and meet me there? Jethro,
Oh, yes, ma'am.
would you like to drive your own car?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I like to drive.
Very well. I have typed out explicit directions. I've even drawn a map showing the exact location of the hotel. They have a lovely pool, and... Jethro,
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I'm taking a bikini to Palm Springs.
Is that faster than a train?
Jethro, you dear naive boy. You shall see when we go swimming. You Tarzan. Me Jane.
No, ma'am. I'm Jethro Bodine.
I almost hate to see you change.
I ain't gonna change.
Oh, yes, you will. Under my tutelage, you will become an educated man of letters. Someday I shall introduce you as Jethro Bodine. B.A., M.A., Ph.D.
Awful smart woman, but that ain't the way you spell Bodine. All I know is this is the kind of stock Mr. Drysdale thinks is good.
What does that say?
IBM.
What's that spell?
IBM.
What's an IBM?
I don't know. Next it's got, Us's.
Us's.
Well, that's what's wrote there. USS.
Don't make sense.
Maybe it ain't Mr. Drysdale's fault. Just between you and me, that Miss Hathaway can't spell for sour grapes.
I don't need this list nohow. Me and Granny's already figured out what we want.
That's right. A pair of goats, 3 pigs, 4 cows, a bull, a mule, and a dozen chickens.
Reckon we can get all that on a truck?
Don't have to. Miss Hathaway says just call on the telephone and they bring them out.
Oh, now, ain't that nice? Hello?
Jed, I watched that banker feller. You have to stick your finger in them holes and spin her a while.
All right. Reckon that ought to do it.
Operator.
Oh, howdy, ma'am. This here is Jed Clampett. I'd like to buy some stock.
What number do you wish?
Number? Oh, a couple of goats, 3 pigs, 4 cows, a bull, a mule, and a dozen chickens.
I'll give you information.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate all the information you can give me. It's the first time I ever bought stock on the telephone.
Perhaps I'd better connect you with the supervisor.
2 heads is better than 1.
Supervisor speaking. May I help you?
Well, thank you, ma'am. This here is Jed Clampett. I'd like to buy some stock.
Do you know the number you wish to reach?
Well, that's more or less up to the animals. But the number I want to start with is a couple of goats, 3 pigs, 4 cows, a bull, a mule, and a dozen chickens. This sure is a dandy pen, Jethro.
As soon as Ellie gets back from the Drysdale, she can milk this here goat.
Mr. Drysdale sure has got a nice house, ain't he, Granny?
Yep. Nice house, nice car, nice job. But the evil of drink has sure laid a heavy hand on his heart. Never forget, Ellie, drinking is a curse.
But you take a drink now and then, Granny.
Never more than a thimbleful. Oh, Ellie, you might have to hold Mrs. Drysdale while I spoon my sobering up mash down her.
I'll throw a double scissors and an arm lock on her.
Just so you don't cut off her wind, if she can't breathe. Howdy. We've come to see Miss Drysdale.
I'm sorry, madam, but Mrs. Drysdale cannot be disturbed.
Are you her kin?
I'm a butler.
Oh, that must have been her maiden name. You were taking care of her, are you?
I am a butler, madam.
Well, I'm glad to see that her family ain't ashamed to help her.
Whom shall I say called?
Well, this here's Granny, and I'm Ellie Mae. Pa and Jethro would have come too, but they're busy with the cattle.
Very good.
Hold on now. We've come to see Miss Drysdale.
Mrs. Drysdale is indisposed, madam. She is not receiving.
Oh, still sleeping it off, huh? Well, when she comes to, you just spoon half of this down her and then stand back.
Yeah, she'll commence to doing some tall jumping.
Don't bite you. We'll be back later with the goat's milk.
Want me to stay and help you do for Miss Drysdale?
We are managing, thank you.
Are you doing the washing and the cleaning and the cooking for her?
Certainly not.
Oh, just letting it pile up on her, huh?
I am a butler.
Oh.
Want me to haul him out of there, Ranny, and wrestle him down?
Kin folks have certain rights. Family comes first.
He sure is proud of that family name, ain't he?
Yeah. To hear him talk, the butlers don't get wet when it rains.
Did you say something, dear? Well, speak up, dear. Can I get you something? Come in.
I beg your pardon, sir. The butler said some people from a ranch brought this for Madame.
From a ranch?
Well, he said they mentioned cattle. They call themselves Granny and Ellie Mae.
The Clampetts. They haven't gone to Palm Springs.
Jethro, get him in through that gate. That's the way.
Suey, pig, pig. Ah,
Get in there.
Get in there, pig. Get in, pig. Come on. Pig.
That's the way.
Suey.
No, surely not. Marie, tell me I'm hearing things.
You're hearing things, sir. Cows, chickens, pigs, goats.
No.
Anything I can do, sir?
Pray, Marie. Pray.
Hold your horses, I'm a-coming. Oh, howdy, Mr. Drysdale. Did your wife take
May? Where's your father?
He's tending the cattle.
He brought cattle into this beautiful estate?
No, he called on the telephone, and some men brought him in a truck. Yes, sir. I'm just fixing to go milk the goat. Come on out to the stock pen.
stock pen. Yes, sir, Mr. Drysdale. I finally took your advice and put some of my money into stock. How's that goat milk, Ellie?
Just fine, Pa.
He sure is a dandy pen, Mr. Drysdale.
Yeah, good stout fence around the outside. Of course, that one across the middle ain't so much. Bulls already jumped it twice, and it ain't even mating season. Got ourselves some mighty fine-looking stock. Of course, they need a little fattening up.
Mr. Drysdale happy to see him?
Granny, he was so happy he couldn't talk. He just kind of hung on a fence and made little gurgling noises in his throat.
Well, that poor man has some joy coming to him.
I'm glad to be able to help him to forget his trouble for a spell.
Here's the goat's milk, Granny.
Oh, good, Ellie. Now, you run that right over to Mr. Drysdale. That sobering up mash smarts considerable unless you follow it up with fresh goat's milk.
Ellie, Mr. Drysdale ever find his tongue?
Yeah, Pa. Whilst I was milking the goat, I heard him kind of mumbling like he was giving thanks. He says, "Oh, what have I done to deserve this?"
Lord love him. Ain't that pitiful? Hurry, child, now hurry.
You know, Granny, it gives a person a mighty good feeling to help a neighbor.
You betcha. And he needs us, because his wife's kin ain't no help.
Who's that?
That high and mighty Mr. Butler. That's who came to the door when Ellie and me took the mash over. Wouldn't let us see Miss Drysdale.
Well, now, you can't hardly blame him for not wanting folks to see it.
Uncle Jed, the bull jumped that little fence again, so I tied him back over on his side.
Where's Mr. Drysdale? I asked him to come in for some coffee.
It was the funniest thing would happen to him. You know how he was hanging on the fence of the stock pen, kind of gurgling and mumbling happy-like?
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, he points up towards his house and says, "My wife, that's her window." Then he goes tearing off into the bushes like a bear was after him.
She took some mash and he seen her jumping.
Like Ellie's gonna get there with the goat's milk just in time.
Oh, Sonny. Sonny, your mumsy just had the most ghastly dream. I was going to see our new neighbors, the Clampetts, and suddenly this dreadful giant appeared with a huge gun and shot my beautiful fox fur. Isn't that the most dreadful... Claude, what are you eating? Oh, did Ravenswood bring my darling boy some nice fishy scraps? Claude. Claude! Marie! Marie, come and get Claude!
What's the matter, dear?
Claude, he's having a seizure or something.
Is something wrong?
Yes, Marie. Open the window.
Yes, let's have some fresh air. No. You take Claude to the doctor. I'll get the window. Well, darling, how do you feel?
Dreadful. My nerves are shattered. Open the window, dear.
Well, it might not be good for you, Margaret.
Oh, don't be silly, Milburn. I need oxygen. Besides, I adore the fragrance of that jasmine that grows on the fence of that tennis court next door. Now, open the window.
All right, dear, but first I have a surprise.
Surprise.
Don't move. I'll be right back.
Granny, that there butler fellow wouldn't let me through that door again. And he wouldn't take this milk, neither.
Why not?
He said he wouldn't touch nothing more from us without it was sterilized.
What's sterilized?
Oh, we had that in school once. That means soaked in alcohol.
Alcohol?
Appears to me like Mr. Drysdale's got two drinkers on his hands.
Mrs. Drysdale must be in terrible shape. Fighting me, scratching and clawing people and everything.
How do you know?
I heard her yelling and screaming clean from upstairs. She says, "Marie, Marie, come and get Claude." Sure enough, pretty soon, this poor girl come a-running down yelling, "Take me to the doctor. I got Claude."
Family or no family, That woman needs help, and by thunder, she's gonna get it.
Surprise! Surprise!
Milburn, have you taken leave of your senses? You know I'm much too nervous to watch television.
But, darling, the doctors in Boston said your nerves were just fine.
Those Boston doctors. They had the audacity to tell me that I was perfectly healthy. I said, I'm not paying you all that money to tell me I'm healthy. Milburn, I do not want to watch television.
Well, you don't have to watch it, dear. Just listen. There's an exciting Western on.
Weston, Milburn, shut that off and open the window.
I will. Oh, there we are.
Milburn, are you going to open the window or am I?
I am, dear. There, you see, the cattlemen and the sheepmen are fighting now.
Well, if you won't turn it off, I will.
Oh, dear, I do admit that's a very old plot, but I'm sure we can get something better.
That medical program, go back to that.
Well, don't you think that's a bit depressing?
I want the medical program.
All right.
Milburn, I still hear the cattle and the goats.
Yes, you see, this is the latest thing in television program. A medical western.
A medical western?
Yes, I think it's called Sagebrush Surgeon.
That's the window he pointed to right there.
I've got to get some fresh goat's milk up to that woman some way.
I could shinny up the tree and climb right in that window.
Oh, Jethro, it ain't fitting for a man to be in a woman's bedroom.
How about me? No, Ellie. You're too young to handle somebody wrestling in the grip of old John Barleycorn. I gotta get up there and have a goat handy to milk ever so often.
I think I got it figured out, Granny. I'll get a rope, throw it over that limb, hoist you up to the window. Jethro, you get that Mr. Butler away from the front door. Then, Ellie, you take the nanny goat, lead it upstairs to her room for Granny.
All right, Paul. But that little goat ain't gonna do nothing unless it's got that little chicken sitting on his back.
That's all right. Raw egg ain't gonna do Mrs. Drysdale a bit of harm.
Margaret, what are you doing?
Packing. I'm leaving immediately.
Oh, don't leave me. I love you.
I love you too, Milburn. Why don't you come to Boston with me? You haven't seen Sonny for a long time.
I don't understand. Why have you suddenly decided to go back to Boston?
To see those doctors. Let them dare to tell me now I don't have a nervous condition. I'm even having hallucinations. It's wonderful.
Hallucinations?
I just saw a witch fly by that window, and there's a goat in the bathtub with a chicken riding on its back. Oh, you couldn't see them, dear. Only someone with my shattered nervous system. There goes the witch again. Oh, Milburn, I'm the happiest woman in the world. It's marvelous. Wait until those doctors hear this.
Can't get in the attic and she won't open the window. Ice me up again.
Here, Milburn. Let's have a vitamin toast to my coming triumph.
It's too late, Jed.
What do you mean, Granny?
We didn't get to her in time. Now she's got her husband on the stuff.
Oh, howdy, ma'am. It's me again. I just want to thank you for everything. Stock got here fine. Oh, excuse me. It looks like I got some company. Howdy there. Come in, come in. Just about to sit down and have myself a bowl of Kellogg's cornflakes. Glad to have you join me. Ain't nothing like cornflakes to keep a feller going. Special nice if you can catch yourself a little fresh fruit. Excuse me, but for a fancy dresser, you're a mite shy, ain't you?
Caretaker?
Clampett.
The old goat, sir.
Well, maybe you all join me.
K-E-double-L-O double good Kellogg's best to you.
The Beverly Hillbillies has been presented by Kellogg's Corn Flakes. From Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. You all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolks said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Now come along and visit with the Clampett family as they learn the simple pleasures of the hills of Beverly. That includes the products of your sponsor of the week, the cereals of Kellogg's, Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Corniest flakes anybody makes, Kellogg's.
You're Jed Clampett. I'd know you anywhere. Jed Clampett, just like Mother described you.
Your ma knows me?
Well, we live just beyond the ridge from you, back home.
Well, it's mighty nice to have somebody from back home drop in on us.
And it's mighty nice to feel the firm, friendly grip of a real mountain man again.
Come in, come in. Don't believe I caught your name.
Jones, Harry Jones.
There's an article here concerning a confidence man known to be operating in this area.
So?
His M.O., that is police vernacular for modus operandi, which in turn is Latin.
I know what modus operandi means. I watched Dragnet for 7 years.
Sorry, Chief. To continue, his M.O. is to prey upon rural types, especially those who have come into money, like the Clampetts. He's particularly...
Let's see that. Harry Jones, alias Herbie Jones, alias Herbie Brown, alias Herbie Brower.
Came out to California and struck it rich. Acquired a lot of property. But now my heart says, Herbie, boy, go back to the land of your childhood.
You said your name was Harry.
Oh, it is. Herbie's my second name. The one Mother always used to favor. Actually, when I think of that, I think of home and Mother.
Your mom's passed on, has she?
Well, no, she's very, very sick. That's why I have to dispose of all my vast California holdings and hurry to her side. Now, Mr. Clampett, how would you like to buy the Hollywood Bowl? Excuse me. Where you going?
Well, I gotta go out and fetch Granny. She takes care of buying everything for the kitchen, like pots and pans and bowls.
No, Mr. Clampett. It's not that kind of a bowl. The Hollywood Bowl is a vast open-air amphitheater, seats 20,000 people.
What in the Sam Hill would I want with a place like that?
What? Well, do you know how much money the Hollywood Bowl took in last year?
Can't say as I do.
$4 million.
Is that a fact?
That's right.
$4 million?
Yes, sirree, Bob.
What the Sam Hill would I want with a place like that?
You mean $4 million doesn't interest you?
Not especially. I already got more than I need now.
Well, congratulations. You just passed the test.
What test?
I just wanted to see if you were still that sweet, honest, ungreedy man that my dear mother told me about.
Get Clampett on the phone.
As the bulletin says, he is particularly clever at selling public parks and monuments to these rural types. He convinces them that he's one of their own kind. Sorry, Chief, the line's busy.
Tell me, Mr. Clampett, what do you like to do? What I mean is, what are your favorite pastimes?
Well, I reckon hunting, fishing, whittling.
Well, then, the Hollywood Bowl is exactly what you need.
I don't quite follow what you mean.
Well, let's take whittling, for instance. You know there are 20,000 wooden benches in that place? And if you get tired of whittling, you just turn on the water, fill her up, throw in a few trout, and you've got the best doggone fishing hole you ever saw.
What about hunting?
Hunting? Why, in those hills surrounding the Hollywood Bowl, especially on Mulholland Drive, you'll find more wolves up there than you'll find in any place in this here country.
What do you know about that?
Jed, where are you?
We're in here, Granny.
Jed, can you get the top off of this? Oh, I didn't know we had company.
Mr. Jones, this here is,
Of course. Granny, I'd know that face anywhere.
Mr. Jones is from back home in our part of the country. His family used to live beyond the ridge from us.
Jones? Jones. I recollect a family of Joneses that lived beyond the ridge.
That must have been...
They was horse thieves.
Different Jones.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yes, I remember Mother always used to say, we must be twice as good to make up for the bad Joneses.
Mr. Jones here is wanting me to buy the Hollywood Bowl off him.
Hollywood Bowl? Hollywood Bowl?
And this must be the young lady I've heard so much about, the lovely Ellie Mae. Well, the stories I've heard about you, my dear, don't do you justice. You have a much more mature beauty than I expected.
Me?
Why, you won't stay unmarried long in Beverly Hills, my dear. I'm surprised some handsome young movie star hasn't already claimed you for his very own.
Me? Mr. Jones, she... I'm gonna tell him, Granny. Just let me take my time.
Now, Mr. Jones, this here is my cousin, Pearl Bodine.
I'm charmed to make your acquaintance, my dear. Miss Bodine?
It's Mrs., but I'm a widow.
Pearl, you seem to know about Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, yeah, Jed, I heard about it. It's where they have all that open-air music and singing.
Pearl here is right gifted at singing and playing and yodeling.
Oh, Jed, I ain't neither.
You are so.
No, I ain't.
Why, you sure are.
I ain't. Let her win, Jed. For once, she's right.
Mr. Clampett, if I may, as owner of Hollywood Bowl, I become an expert judge of musical talent. And I wonder if I might hear Mrs. Bodine perform.
Well, I could yodel for you.
Cut loose, Pearl.
Oli, oli, ooh, oli, oli, ooh, oli, oli, ooh.
Yeah, there's no question about it. That voice belongs in the open air. Theater. Where 20,000 people can listen and enjoy it.
20,000 people would pay to hear me?
Why, my dear, they would fight for the privilege.
How much you reckon they'd pay?
Oh, I'd say at rock-bottom prices, at least $5 a head.
20,000 at $5 a head?
That's $100,000 for only one night.
Jed, did you hear that?
I sure did, Pearl. Mr. Jones, looks like you got yourself a deal. Your troubles is over.
You mean it?
Yes, sir. With a moneymaker like Pearl singing and yodeling for you, you won't have to sell your Hollywood Bowl.
I won't.
Here you are, Mr. Jones.
Thank you, my dear. Hello? This is...
Did Mr. Jones call his lawyer yet?
Trying to get him now. Seems to have a little catch in his throat.
Pearl told us some news, Granny.
Ma's gonna sing in Hollywood Bowl, huh?
It ain't set for sure until he talks to his lawyer.
But you've got to find a way to get out of those contracts. This woman is a tremendous talent. Why, she's the greatest yodeler since Caruso. By George, I'm glad I'm selling the Hollywood Bowl. When a woman with the talent of Pearl Bodine can't play in my theater, then I'm through, you hear me? Through!
I ain't gonna sing in Hollywood Bowl, Mr. Jones.
We're booked solid, my dear, and I just got to honor those contracts. But if someone else was to buy the Hollywood Bowl, he could make new deals. He could put in anybody he wants.
Jed, it wouldn't do no harm to go look at the place, would it?
Oh, I don't reckon there'd be no harm in that.
Fine, I'll have my car sent around.
No need to do that. Jethro can drive us all up.
You got a car that'll hold all of us?
Sure, bring it around, Jethro.
Well, then, by George, let's go. You know, Mr. Clampett, there aren't too many millionaires who drive around in cars like this.
Well, actually, my cousin Pearl deserves the credit. This is hers.
Shucks, this old thing. I've been after my cousin Jed to get himself a fancy, shiny new limousine.
Yeah, boy, I sure would like to drive around one of them rascals.
Well, once your ma is performing in your uncle's Hollywood Bowl, she'll be able to buy you a new car every week.
Hot diggity dog!
Mr. Jones says when I commence to singing and a yodeling there, why, 20,000 people will be pushing and crawling at the gates. Yeah, trying to get out.
What did she say?
Oh, she said
Hey,
that.
Mr. Jones, what's that up there?
Well, that's the entrance to Hollywood Bowl. Just kind of make a left there, boy.
Well, let's see. Right is the side where I carry my Buckeyes. So left is... Right.
Turn it, boy! Turn it! Buildings is part of the deal. Won't cost you a cent. Now, you'll notice the trees are all in A1 condition. Solid wood, every one of them, and loaded with sap, too. This here is the famous traveling sidewalk. Takes you right up the hill with no effort on your part. Just stand still and ride. Gives you a beautiful view of Hollywood Bowl. Now, isn't this wonderful? Saves wear and tear on the shoe leather. And this is just one of the features of this wonderful investment you're making, Mr. Clampett. Come right along with old Honest Hank.
Well, what do you think of that, Granny?
Just like city folks, too darn lazy to even walk.
Say, incidentally, if you folks buy this here bowl, I'm going to throw in that traveling sidewalk absolutely free of charge.
Ain't he a nice man?
Well, Mr. Jones, you sure have took nice care of this place.
Well, thank you, Mr. Clampett. Something my mother taught me. Never sell anything that isn't perfect, son. Especially if you sell it to a friend.
Where's all them seats you was talking about?
Oh, there's over here. But I think the best way to see them is from the stage. Why don't you all just follow me? Well, there are your 20,000 seats.
Land of mercy.
What do you think of that, Granny?
Sure would hate to whitewash all them benches.
Hey, Pearl, this would sure be a dandy place for yodeling.
Never seen nothing better. Jethro, you run up to them top seats way up yonder and see can you hear me when I cut loose.
Okay, Ma.
And now, he ain't gonna jump off that stage here. There's a 10-foot drop and then water.
Wish to be, Jethro.
Hey, Ma, when you sing and yodel here, be careful about stepping off this here ledge. There's an awful deep puddle down there.
Jethro, why can't you watch where you're going?
Is he gonna be all right?
Yeah, that won't hurt Jethro none. His clothes will tighten up a little, but he'll dry out in no time.
Well, Mr. Clampetts, how do you like our bow?
Right nice, Mr. Jones.
There, by the way, I think it's time we dropped all these formalities. From here on in, why don't we just make it Jed and Henry?
I thought you said your name was Harry. Harry Herbert.
Yeah, it is. Harry Herbert Henry. H.H.H. Jones. My mother used to say, those 3 H's stand for honesty, humility, and honor. Why don't you just call me what everybody else does? Honest Hank.
That's a mighty dandy name, all right. One you can be proud of. Well, like I was starting to say, this is a mighty fine place here for whittling and yodeling, but I don't think it's any great shakes for hunting and fishing like you said it would.
You know something, Jed? You're absolutely right. Just goes to prove how long I've been away from the hills. But I got another piece of property not too far from here. It's the greatest spot for hunting you ever saw, full of animals. And I'm gonna sell it to you dirt cheap. It's called Griffith Park. Yeah, named after my dear old mother.
That's a mighty pretty name for a woman, Griffith Park. Unusual.
Jed, why don't we take a run over there and have a look around?
Well, that sounds like a mighty fine idea. Granny, Ellie Mae, Earl, we're all going over and looking at a piece of hunting property Mr. Jones has got.
Hank. Honest Hank.
Her looks like somebody's thrown a spell on her. Yeah, she acts like she's in some kind of a trance or something.
Pearl. Pearl?
Ain't Pearl? Pearl? Pearl! Pearl!
Pearl. Pearl?
Ain't Pearl? Pearl?
I was daydreaming.
We's all going over to look at another place called Griffith Park.
Does that mean you decided against this one?
No, I ain't decided nothing yet, Pearl. Come on, everybody, let's go. Watch out, Jethro. There's a lot of cars on this road.
There's more automobiles than I've ever seen in all my born days.
Going so fast. Sure is good they's going the same way.
Yes, ma'am. Because if one of them rascals decides to turn around and head back, there's going to be an awful mess.
No need to worry about that, boy. The cars going the other way are using that road over there.
Where's all these folks going in such a hurry?
Well, the ones using this road are going to Los Angeles, and the ones on that other road are coming back.
If they just slow down a mite, the ones coming back could shout over to the ones going what they're seeing, and then maybe some of them wouldn't have to go.
Yeah, that's a good thought, Jed. Yes. Say, Ellie Mae. Hey, your daddy tells me you like animals.
Sure do, Mr. Jones. I ain't never met one yet I couldn't make friends with.
She's got a way with critters that is plumb amazing.
I like that. I like that a lot. You know, I'll tell you folks what I'm going to do. Ellie Mae, if your papa buys Griffith Park, I'm going to throw in at no extra cost, mind you, my entire collection of fabulous animals from all over the world. I call it the Griffith Park Zoo.
Get that, Paul?
Mighty big-hearted of Mr. Jones.
Honest Hank.
Ain't this beautiful?
Just like back home.
Ain't smelt piney woods like that since we left home.
Uncle Jed, you just gotta buy this. Well, we can build us a cabin in here and come hunting all the time.
Ain't gonna shoot at my critters, are you?
When you go hunting, Ellie, you gotta have something to shoot at.
You leave my critters be.
Ellie, I can't breathe. Ellie Mae, turn him loose.
Oh, if he hurts every one of my critters, I'll hit him on the jaw so hard he'll be able to look down his back and without even turning his head.
Down, Ellie Mae. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to nobody. Or their critters. Besides, they ain't ours yet. We ain't bought the place.
How much you asking for this here Griffith Park, Mr. Jones?
Hank, Pearl. Call me Hank.
All right, Hank. Never mind holding hands, Granny. Pearl, that's a sure trick of a crooked horse trader. So you won't look too close at the horse or listen too close to the price. How much y'all want for this here Griffith Park, Hank, honey?
Not a sign of anybody inside the house.
Nor outside.
Oh, well, we're probably worried about nothing. You know, the odds are 1,000 to 1 against this confidence man singling out the Clampetts, and even greater against them falling for it.
You know, Chief, according to the circular, one of his favorite schemes is selling Hollywood Bowl.
Isn't that a wild one? Can you imagine anyone ignorant enough to actually...
Hollywood Bowl?
And hurry.
Yes.
Well, Jed, you old hound dog, what do you think of my collection of critters?
I ain't never seen nothing like it in all my born days. Granny, how about that?
If that don't beat all, a jackass with stripes.
Granny, you ain't seen nothing yet. They even got bobcats with stripes. But them rascals is so high and as long as from here that post.
Yeah, they's what they call tigers. Cost me a heap of money to bring them all the way from India.
Mr. Jones, you ought to be ashamed. Putting all them critters in cages and pens. Don't you know critters like to be turned loose?
Now, you simmer down, Ellie. The only reason I put them in pens and cages so your pa could look them over, see what he's buying. I didn't want to have him go traipsing all through the brush.
Nice of a minute, Ellie Mae.
Well, I reckon. But turn them loose quick as you can.
Yeah, I will, Ellie. That's a wonderful girl you got there. As a matter of fact, you got a wonderful family. My kind of people, his mother would say.
Has anybody seen Jethro?
Jethro?
It's awful hard to keep track of him amongst all these animals. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Of course, Jethro's a good-looking boy.
Well, why shouldn't he be? His mother's so beautiful.
Well, I'll be doggone. Ain't they funny-looking little fellers? Yeah, I don't blame you for staring. I told Ma I looked funny in a necktie.
Jed, that wild daughter of yours has jumped in with them bars. I seen her. She's in there with them big varmints coming on quick.
Sure have been a hankering to meet up with you fellas. But Pa says when his pa was a boy, there's lots of you fellas in the hills back home. But by the time I come along, you'd all gone away. Sure do like you. You're so nice and soft and furry. You're friendly, too. If my pa buys this here Griffith Park, I'll take you home with me. There's a heap more room there to roam around than you got here. There's some nice big trees for you and me to climb.
Oh, I can't look. One hug from those powerful arms could kill you.
Don't squeeze too hard, Ellie Mae. Mr. Jones is worried you might hurt his buyer.
All right, Pa.
Get off the road, you crazy hillbillies!
Get that pile of junk off the freeway!
Can't blame it. I wish I'd have brought my shotgun. They wouldn't talk back to us that way.
Driver, this road sure ain't very polite.
They's downright mean a honking and a yelling like they.
They had ought to be taught to drive with what you call courtesy. That means good manners.
You got a wonderful idea there, young fella. And your Uncle Jed is just the man who could do it.
Me?
How? Well, if you owned this road, people would have to drive like you say.
Is it for sale?
Well, it wasn't, but I've decided to make you a package deal. I'm going to sell you Griffith Park, the Hollywood Bowl, and the freeway that connects them.
Tell you what, you come on home for supper with us and we talk it out.
Jethro, you stop at the Hollywood Bowl. I want to take another look at where I'm going to be performing.
Okay, Ma.
Jed, you and Mr. Jones go on inside and talk out your business. Jethro and Ellie Mae and me will be back directly.
Where are you going, Granny?
I'll tell you later. Jethro, drive around the back. We got a few things to pick up.
Wonderful little woman. Reminds me for all the world of my sweet little, gentle, gray-haired old mother.
You heard me. I said if I let you use our freeway, do you promise to drive with... What is it again, Jethro?
Courtesy.
Yes. That means being polite to other folks driving and not speeding or honking or yelling at them.
We're cutting in and out of lanes. Over at school, they told us that causes accidents.
Well, speak up. Do you promise?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Get back in your car and pass through. Next.
Mr. Clampett, I hope we're not too late.
We'd have been here sooner, but we had to avoid the freeway. There's an unbelievable jam-up.
That Mr. Jones is a crook. I hope you didn't give him no money.
Ah, Pearl, I didn't give him no money.
And where is he?
Inside. And you know something? He ain't no mountain man. He can't hold his liquor worth shucks.
Mr. Clampett? How would you like to buy a city in San Francisco?
See what I mean? And he didn't have no more than half a jug.
Miss Hathaway.
Yes, Chief.
What have you done with the... May I ask what you're doing?
Oh, just having a little snack.
Are you now?
Yes, a bowl of Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Tasty?
Remarkably so. They have a really fine corn taste.
Miss Hathaway, may I remind you that this is a business office. We are here to serve our depositors, not to eat. Is that quite clear?
Yes, Chief. It's enough for two.
Let's eat.
Corniest flakes anybody makes, Kellogg's.
The Beverly Hillbillies has been presented by Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Corniest flakes anybody makes, Kellogg's.
From Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. You all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Now come along and visit with the Clampett family as they take you to their mansion in the hills of Beverly. And when they do, you'll run into a friend of theirs you've met, that good old friend with filter blend, Winston cigarette. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Come on, little Jethro. Drink it up. No sassafras, no snakewort, no puccoon root, nor wretchweed. How do folks live in these Beverly Hills without the necessities of life?
What I got, Granny?
Ellie Mae Clampett, did you drag home another pussy cat?
No, babe, this year's a special one. I've been helping the critter doctor over to the zoo, and he let me bring this here one home because its ma was being mean to it.
Husky little critter. Ought to be a good mouse catcher when he gets growed.
You can't keep him that long. Why, the critter doctor said he gets to be 8 or 10 feet long. He's a lion.
He sure is. Even a bobcat don't get that big. Any luck?
Ah, there ain't nothing to shoot up in these hills.
Few scrawny squirrels and rabbits, it ain't worth a cartridge.
Aye, dingies, let's all go home where I can find some yarbs and you can find some game.
Yeah. Ma's been wanting to go back and see Jethro. Hey, let's all go together.
You bring the truck around, Jethro, and I'll pack a lunch and we can get started.
Ah, hold on just a minute. That may be all right for Pearl, but that's a mighty long trip to take just to hunt yarbs and do a little shooting. Besides, you got school, Jethro.
And I can't go and leave little Jethro.
Hey, look yonder.
This here's a lion.
And you named him after Jethro.
Yeah, 'cause he's king of the beast, don't you?
Ah, 'cause he eats so much and his feet so big.
Your feet ain't big.
What you talking about, boy? When you was 12, your feet were so big you used to have to go down to the crossroads to turn around.
Come on, everybody, let's go home, where we can find some yarbs and get some fresh game meat.
I'll get the truck.
Ah, hold on.
Oh, Uncle Jed, if we don't do us some shooting, we ain't gonna be able to bark a squirrel out of a tall tree at 300 yards.
I know we're getting mighty rusty. I tell you what, you grab a handful of matches, we'll stick them in the ground alongside that wall out front, we sit on the porch, and we'll take turns lighting them with our rifles.
Oh, shucks. But that ain't shooting. Well, that wall ain't no more than 200 or 300 feet from the porch.
I know it ain't real shooting. I tell you what, we won't take dead aim, we'll snap shoot them.
Why don't y'all shoot skeets like Mr. Drysdale does?
What's skeets?
He told me about them. Them's clay birds.
Well, if you two go to shooting clay birds, don't expect me to cook them.
Any statement about tomorrow's match, gentlemen?
Yes.
Now, I want to tell you...
Gentlemen, if you please, I should like to read Mr. Drysdale's prepared statement. Win or lose, may the spirit of fair play and good sportsmanship, which so symbolizes the Commerce Bank, the friendly bank of Beverly Hills, prevail in this great competition.
Oh, baloney. I'll give you a statement. My bank's going to shoot the pants off of his bank and win this trophy back permanently.
I shall begin again. Win or lose, may the spirit of fair play and good sportsmanship,
baloney.
which so...
Now listen, Hatter. Your bank hasn't won in 2 years. Not since Lynn Crandall became my vice president and teammate. And furthermore,
I've got a little surprise for you this year, Drysdale. I've got a new cashier that can outshoot Davy Crockett.
You'll have to go some to outshoot Hawkeye Crandall.
You said it. Why, Hawkeye Crandall...
Hawkeye Crandall, my Aunt Nellie. When you see Gene Sandbloom handle one of these things.
Wave that in my face, Hatter.
Chief, it's Vice President Crandall calling from the hospital.
Hospital? Hawkeye?
Yes, he was crossing the street and he didn't see a fire truck coming.
Hawkeye, how bad are you hurt? Both legs broken? Right arm? 3 ribs. Well, we got until tomorrow morning. Try to make it.
Set up 4 matches, Uncle Jed. That's all that was left.
All right? You like 2 and I like 2.
Well, you only got a single-barrel rifle. How you gonna light both matches?
Never mind about that. Just light yours.
Okay. I'll light the first 2 matches on the left. I lit both of them.
Now, to light my two, one cartridge, I gotta get a little angle.
That's really doing it the hard way.
Well, since the distance is so short, we gotta get a little sport into it.
Done it. Yes, sir. The bullet bounced off the wall and got them both. Well, what do we shoot at now, Uncle Jed?
Well, let's smear a dab of sorghum on the wall and commence picking off flies.
What else can happen to me today? The skeet championship out the window, and now those crazy Clampetts are shooting at passing cars.
Surely your wife's exaggerating, Chief. The Clampetts wouldn't do anything that foolhardy.
No? Well, just in case they would. Isn't that their driveway up ahead?
Yes.
Let me know when we're safely in.
Howdy there, Miss Hathaway. Mr. Drysdale. Nice to see you.
Mr. Clampett, what are you shooting at?
Flies?
Flies? With a rifle?
Yep. Up against the front wall there, just to the right of the gate.
You mean to tell me you shoot flies sitting on that wall out there?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be sporting. We get him on the wing.
Possible.
Oh, no, it ain't, Mr. Drysdale. Oh, we just smear a little sorghum on the wall and get them when they buzz in for a landing.
The trick is not to get a bee. If you shoot a bee, you miss your turn.
Sometimes when they come in fast out of the sun, it's hard to tell them apart.
I can't even see the sorghum.
Neither can I.
Oh, Uncle Jed ain't missed one yet. Well, back home, they called him Hawkeye.
Did you say Hawkeye?
Oh, you know how folks hang a nickname on you.
Miss Hathaway, the trophy may not be lost.
Chief, he has to be an employee of the bank.
Meet Mr. J.D. Clampett, my new vice president. Welcome aboard, Hawkeye. Now, will you stop worrying? Jed Clampett is a vice president in name only. He won't come near the bank.
How can you be sure?
Because I told Jethro to take him out to the skeet club. I'll meet him there, and we'll practice for the rest of the afternoon. And the skeet match is tomorrow morning, and this beauty will be mine, mine, mine.
Chief, haven't you heard the expression, it's not that you win or lose, but how you played the game?
Oh, yes, I've heard it. And I consider it one of the most ridiculous statements ever made.
Suppose Hacker hears about your new teammate and comes around to meet him?
Say, that is a good thought. All right, have a nameplate made, put it on Crandall's desk. J.D. Clampett, vice president. Then alert everyone to say he's out for the balance of the day.
Mr. Drysdale, I have always been a loyal secretary, but there are some things my conscience will not permit me to do.
And break in a new secretary.
That is one of them.
Come on, Jethro. It's time I was getting down to the bank.
Jed, what is all this nonsense about you working for Mr. Drysdale? You don't know nothing about banking.
Well, that's what I said, Granny. You know what he said?
What?
He said, Mr. Clampett, you are the kind of man I need for vice president because you are a straight shooter.
Yeah? I reckon there's always need of a good, honest man.
Especially in the banking business. Come on, Jethro.
Uncle Jed, Mr. Drysdale said I was to take you out to the skeet shooting range. He said you don't have to come to the bank today.
Yeah, I know, Jethro. I reckon he's just trying to be nice. Because with his other vice president in the hospital, I don't see what help I could be to him shooting skeet.
Oh, shucks. I was counting on shooting some of them clay birds.
Well, go right ahead, Jethro, and take him off if you'd like to go.
Pearl don't care nothing about shooting. But I sure would like to get my old double barrel unlimbered. It's getting rusty, and so am I.
Well, fine, Granny. And Ellie Mae can go, too, if she wants. Just drop me off at the bank on the way. Yes, sir. High time I was getting to my duties as vice president.
Is this satisfactory, Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, fine, fine. Put it on Crandall's desk back in the corner.
Mr. Hacker is back to see you, and the chairman of the Rules Committee is with him. I think they expect you to default the contest.
Ha, 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 ha. Just when I've got it won.
Mr. Drysdale, at the risk of incurring your disapproval, I owe it to my conscience to make the following statement, which I have typed out for your perusal. Honesty and integrity are the very cornerstones of the great institution of banking, and they are strengthened by the mortar of fair and democratic competition. This trophy is symbolic of that competition. It represents a glittering ideal, and I say to you, better defeat with honor than victory at the cost of a tarnished ideal.
Here, here, Mr. Drysdale. You are a credit to the entire banking profession. That is one of the most inspired statements that I have ever heard. And Hacker here thought that you'd default or ask for postponement merely because you'd lost your teammate. Hacker, read those words over and over. By George, they mean something.
Yeah, they mean he's found a crack shot.
Listen, may I have a copy of this?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Pendleton.
Mr. Hacker, it may interest you to know that the employee I have chosen to be my teammate has never in his entire life shot one single solitary claybird.
Bravo, bravo! What sportsmanship! What courage! What spirit!
What's his name? J.D. Clampetts, Vice President?
What does the Vice President do, Paul?
Yeah, I just ain't exactly sure, Ellie Mae. That's the reason I want to talk to Mr. Drysdale.
He might be out at the skeet place waiting for you.
Well, we'll see.
Are you sure it's all right for us to go on out there without you, Jed?
Yeah, Mr. Drysdale says as long as I work at the bank, you can all use the skeet club.
Club? I thought you busted them things up with a gun.
Oh, you do, Granny. But that's just what they call a skeet shooting place.
Pull up in front of the bank, Jethro, and wait for me. I'll go and see if Mr. Drysdale's there.
I'd like to meet this Vice President.
Well, he hasn't gotten to his desk yet. New man, just getting settled in.
But you've picked him to shoot with you, huh?
Well, as long as he's filling in for Crandall here at the bank, I figured the sporting thing would be to let him fill in at the skeet match.
You say he's never shot skeet?
My word of honor, this man has never set foot upon a skeet field.
That is the courageous attitude that has kept the doors of our banks open through economic upheaval, political uncertainty, and world chaos.
Thank you.
I don't know what this character's got up his sleeve, but you can bet your vault it's something.
Mr. Hacker, Bill, Billy boy, haven't you heard the saying, it's not that you win or lose, but how you play the game?
Mr. Drysdale, I know that we bankers aren't supposed to be emotional, but dash it all, man, I'm choking up.
Well, I've had about all I can swallow, too.
Come in.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Drysdale. I was just wondering if...
Come in, come in.
Well, I don't want to butt in.
Oh, it's perfectly all right. These gentlemen were just leaving.
Business before pleasure, gentlemen. Sit down and make yourself comfortable. See you in the morning, gentlemen.
There is the mark of true greatness, Hacker. Did you see the way he treated that seedy old tramp? Like he was a millionaire.
This is Crandall's skeet jacket. I don't know whether it'll fit you or not.
That's a mite snug, but I reckon it'll do.
You'd think bankers could afford new coats instead of covering them old ones with patches.
These are the targets we shoot at.
Ain't them dandy little dishes. Just right for saucer and coffee.
Why in tarnation do you want to shoot at a saucer like this? If you ain't careful, you'll bust them.
Whereabouts is the cup?
Oh, there aren't any cups.
See? You done busted them, didn't you?
No, Granny, we don't use cups, just these saucers. I mean these targets. The object of the game is to hit them as they fly through the air.
I reckon I'd like to try that. Give me a gun, Jethro.
I'll handle the release switch, Chief.
All right if I try it without this little coat?
Oh, yes, Mr. Clampett. But I wouldn't suggest you trying it with the rifle, because when you yell pull, those targets are going to shoot out there at 60 miles an hour.
Pull!
Broken.
Shattered it.
Sorry about that. I just meant to nick it so you could use it again.
Well, Jed, from the looks of all them broken dishes out there, you ain't the first one that made a mistake.
No, Granny, you don't understand. You see, the object of the game is to break the target. But to do it with a rifle is absolutely remarkable.
Oh, shucks, that ain't nothing. A lot easier than shooting flies.
Can I try?
Yes, of course, but I think you better use the shotgun.
Oh, this here's Granny's. This here's the gun I'm used to.
Leader of my Jethro.
Okay, Uncle Jed. Pull! 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 Pull!
Fantastic feat.
Yeah, they's big, all right, but they help them to stand steady.
Step aside, Jethro, and give me a whack at busting them things. Can you fling two at once?
Yes, but...
Fling! Fling two more, I got another barrel left.
I have never seen such marksmanship. Why, with any one of you as my teammate, I can win tomorrow.
I'll shoot with you, Mr. Drysdale.
I'll shoot with you, Mr. Drysdale.
Well, thank you, but you see, my teammate has to be someone who works at the bank. And since Mr. Clampett here just happens to be my vice president...
Sure was a stroke of luck for me to get that job just in time to shoot with you.
Almost as though it were planned.
Oh, Willie Mae, wouldn't you like to try to hit one of the targets?
Sure would.
Ah, which gun would you like to use?
Don't want no gun.
Ellie Mae don't much cotton to fire on.
Don't tell me she's going to try to hit some...
Pull!
And here I stand with my cylinder bore, wide choke, $1,200 imported English skeet gun.
That's a dandy, all right. Fella just about couldn't miss with that.
I could. And I think I'd better get in a little practice right now.
Well, we'll be pushing along then. Oh, do you mind if I have my cousin Pearl to let this out of mite? I can shoot a lot better if it don't bind me so tight.
Be my guest, Mr. Clampett. Well, I'll pick you up about 9 in the morning.
Fine and dandy. Bye, and
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Hacker, Mr. Clampett is out.
I can see that. I'll just sit down here and wait for him. Sooner or later, even vice presidents have to show up for work.
Jethro, I've been thinking. With Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jean both gone, maybe they need me over to the bank.
Should I drop you off there?
Yeah, I reckon you better. Here, Pearl knows how much to let this out for me. Yeah, I figure if I'm going to be any help to Mr. Drysdale, I better get at it. Well, howdy there. You waiting to see me?
Are you J.D. Clampett,
Sure am. Jed Clampett.
vice president of this bank?
That's what they tell me. You know, I just had a hunch to come in. I figured there might be something I could do to help.
I think there's a world of things you can do to help me, Mr. Clampett.
That's just dandy. I don't believe I caught your name.
Hacker. William Hacker. You call me Bill.
Well, howdy there, Bill. It sure is nice to make your acquaintance. Sit down, sit down. What can I do for you?
Well, to start off with, you can tell me how long you've been in the banking business.
Well, this here is my first day.
And already you're a vice president?
Well, that's the job I'm commencing with. And I want to tell you that Mr. Drysdale is as fine a man as you ever want to work for. Why, I ain't done nothing all day but shoot skeet.
I see. Tell me, do you shoot good skeet?
Well, I never tried for it today. Of course, it don't take much shooting to bust them great big saucers, especially if you got a good rifle.
You shoot skeet with a rifle?
Well, I admit it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. My daughter Ellie Mae does just as good with her slingshot.
That's very interesting. How did Mr. Drysdale happen to find you?
Oh, we was next-door neighbors.
Your next-door neighbor of Milburn, Drysdale? Up there in those exclusive estates?
Yep. Matter of fact, he got the place for me. You see, I come into a little money here a while back, 25 or 30 million.
Dollars?
Yes, sir. And to show you what kind of a friend Mr. Drysdale is, he's keeping all that money right here in his bank, and he ain't charging me one penny to do it.
Well, he's all heart, that fellow. All heart. Tell me, Mr. Clampett, it happen that you're vice president of this bank here?
Well, my nephew Jethro and me was out front of the... That's my cousin Pearl's boy. We was out there in front of the house shooting flies off the wall.
Excuse me, shooting flies?
Yes, sir.
With rifles?
Yes, sir.
How far away?
Oh, it wasn't no more than a couple 100 feet. Well, lost him. Right.
Can you win a round of skeet, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you win a round of skeet, Billy Hacker? No, I cannot win a round from that new teammate you found. He's a crack shot and cannot miss the target.
I'd like to point out it is not too late to do the decent thing. Now, the bank's still open. Select an employee at random. Take me. We may lose, but we will lose with honor.
Is the trophy mine for keeps, Billy boy, Billy boy? Is the trophy mine for keeps, Billy Hacker?
I says, Mr. Drysdale, I don't know nothing about banking. And he says, well, say, speaking of Mr. Drysdale, here he comes.
Mr. Clampett, what are you doing here?
Where should a vice president be? Out shooting flies off his front wall?
Hacker, you snoop, get out of my bank.
Not until we first have a little meeting with Mr. Pendleton.
Mr. Drysdale, I am shocked, to say the least. Shocked and disillusioned.
I apologize, Mr. Pendleton. My desire to win momentarily overcame my sense of fair play. But I have a suggestion. Suppose I select at random an employee to be my teammate.
Well, that seems sporting, eh, Hacker?
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Well, I have a new young janitor, not a very bright kid, but nice. Jethro Bodine.
Just a minute, Drysdale. Isn't he Clampetts' nephew, the one he shoots flies off the wall with?
Well, Drysdale, is this true?
Yes. Yes, it is true.
Miss Hathaway, I believe you're on overtime.
Right, Chief. Good night, gentlemen.
Now, I have a suggestion for you. I'll pick an employee of yours at random to be your teammate.
I consider that eminently fair. Agreed, Drysdale?
You mean to say that Pearl let this out and now he ain't a-gonna shoot?
I'm afraid Mr. Clampett is no longer employed here, ma'am.
I declare, look at the dust on that desk. Jed Clampett was taught to leave things clean. Fetch me a broom.
But, ma'am...
Fetch me a broom.
Yes, ma'am.
I declare, city living is spoiling the whole darn family.
I choose you. Let's see how Mr. Drysdale does with the scrubwoman.
Fling! Wait till I reload.
Mr. Drysdale, you and Granny sure whooped them skeet shooters from the Merchants Bank.
Didn't we, though? Tell me, have you talked to Granny about going on to the National Skeet Tournament?
Yeah, she's outside waiting to talk to you.
Well, bring her in.
How about having a Winston first?
Fine.
Mighty fine smoking these Winstons.
The best. Now bring Granny in.
Enjoy yourself first. Yes, sir, these Winstons is pure smoking pleasure.
I agree. They're wonderful.
Just kind of makes a feller break out in a smile, don't it?
Yes. Now bring Granny in.
Feel happy, huh?
Oh, for heaven's sake. Come on in, Granny. Ah, here's my little marksman. Are you going to the national tournament, Granny?
Vice President, Granny, if you please.
Of Mr. Hacker's bank.
Oh, no.
Now, ain't you glad you're smoking that Winston?
Yes, I am.
Winston tastes good.
Like a cigarette had oughta.
The Beverly Hillbillies has been presented by Winston. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we hope you will try Winston, because Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. You all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Bullfrogs. Where you going in that city dude get-up?
Well, Granny, I told you Mr. Drysdale's fixing to build a new bank, and he invited me to the festivities.
And you're wearing them clothes as many barn raisins you been to?
There's not gonna be no barn raising, Granny.
Barn raising, bank raising, what's the difference? There's dirt to shovel, cement to mix, boards to be sawed and nailed up. You ruin them clothes.
Mr. Drysdale's the one that sent me these fancy duds. He wouldn't have done that if he expected me to work in them.
You mean you ain't gonna help your neighbor when he's got a building to raise?
Granny, I kind of think Mr. Drysdale's gonna build this bank city style, hire strangers to do it.
When a man has able-bodied neighbors and friends and has to hire strangers to help him, I say the world has took a sorry turn.
Boy, ain't Paul something? He looks like a president or something, don't he, Granny?
Yeah, he does bear a resemblance to Jeff Davis.
Well, it's getting on time. I gotta be getting down to Mr. Drysdale's office. Has Jethro finished washing the car yet?
Oh, he's having it washed, Paul.
Having it washed?
Yes, Jed, city style. Hiring strangers to do his work for him.
Well, Jethro says there's a new place in the neighborhood where they wash your car in just 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yes, sir, and he wanted to try it out. Why, he's back already.
Oh, you are sopping wet.
Yeah? That's the last time I go to that there automatic car wash.
What happened, Jethro?
They like to drown me, that's what happened. I drove into this here place, and this fella says, hop out, buddy. I'll take that truck. I says, you won't neither. So I followed some arrows around into this here tunnel. I no sooner got inside, this dad-blamed cyclone busted loose.
Cyclone?
Worser. Why, water commenced to hit me from every direction. Steam shot up through the floor, and wind pretty near blew me off the seat.
Did you complain about it, Jethro?
Uncle Jed, as soon as I got out of that tunnel, I took off like a scolded dog.
Serves you right for not doing the job yourself.
Yes, sir, Granny.
Ah, shoot!
Bless you. Now get into some dry clothes, boy. I'm due over to Mr. Drysdale's office.
Wilburn Drysdale, J.P. Morgan, Baron Rothschild, the
Reverend Drysdale. Yes, it has that big moneyed sound. One day it will be Drysdale National Bank.
Excuse me, Chief. Miss Billington is here from Beverly Caterers. How many are you expecting for the pre-groundbreaking reception?
Oh, just a handful of VRPs.
VRPs?
Very rich people.
I believe the expression is VIP, very important people.
When you're rich, you're important.
When will I ever learn?
Would you like to take a look at our building site, my dear?
Oh, may I, Mr. Drysdale?
Of course. Step right over here to the window.
Chief, she has preparations to make.
Miss Billington is a very valuable PR woman.
PR? Public relations?
Possible rich woman. With her look, she may marry a millionaire and put his money in my bank. Now, right over there is the big clearing, see?
Oh, yes, they're putting up some sort of stage.
That's a speaker's platform. I'll be sitting there with all the VRPs. And right over there is the big sign, see?
Yes, New Commerce Bank. Gee, Mr. Drysdale, why don't you call it the Drysdale Bank?
Thought never occurred to me. What do you think, Miss Hathaway?
I think Miss Billington should get back to the kind of catering for which she was hired.
Are we interrupting something, Milburn?
We can come back later.
John Fleming, how are you? You've met my secretary, Miss Hathaway.
Yes, how do you do?
And this young lady is from the caterer.
Caterer? Say, you're doing this thing up brown.
Well, it isn't every day I put up a new bank, with your help, of course. Miss Billington, take good care of these gentlemen. They are captains of industry, financial wizards, both of them.
Mr. Drysdale, it will be an honor and a privilege, and of course a pleasure to serve such distinguished and handsome gentlemen.
That's all right, Chief. She is a PR woman.
Well, where is J.D. Clampett? There is a financial wizard that I want to meet.
He'll be along any minute.
You're in for a surprise, John. To talk to him, you'd think he was a big old hillbilly who doesn't know the difference between a tax-free municipal bond and a Dow Jones stock average. All the time, that shrewd mind is going like an electronic computing machine.
He must be fabulous. I hear that less than 2 years ago he was broke.
He didn't have one penny. Today, I would estimate his net worth at around 40 million.
40 million? Well, I don't mind telling you, Milburn. That's the reason I'm in this deal. When I heard that J.D. Clampett was putting money into this new bank venture of yours, I said, Fleming, get on the gravy train.
Me too, Milburn. I'll ride Clampett's bandwagon any day.
Oh, Jethro, you want to come in and say hello to Miss Jane?
Oh, no, sir, Uncle Jed. She might take to chasing me again. I'll wait here.
Oh, did you bring along one of them tickets the policeman give us for parking here?
Oh, yes, sir. I got a $5.
How long can you park here for that?
Well, there's a gadget down the street that says parking is 10 cents an hour. So, let's see. Got 10 cents goes into $5. That's 500 cents. 1 into 5 is 5. Naught into naught is naught. Bring down the 5 and the naught, and then bring down the extra naught. Subtract naught from naught, and naught from naught, and 5 from 5.
Doggy, you sure can cipher.
Thank you, Uncle Jed. This here's what you call long division. Now, I got a naught, naught, and naught down here, and a 10 up yonder. Now, all I got to do is put the 10 into the 3 knots and bring down the decimal point.
I ain't got long enough for long division. I don't want to keep Mr. Drysdale waiting.
Well, all I got to do is put the 10 into the 3 knots and figure out where the decimal goes.
Well, you figure it out and park here your $5 worth. If I ain't back by then, you ask the policeman to give you another ticket. Remember to say please and thank you. Folks appreciates good manners in the young.
Yes, sir.
Well, how about a toast to the new bank?
I'm for that.
To the Drysdale National... Oh, the new Commerce Bank.
Doggone it, Milburn, where is J.D. Clampett? I had hopes of getting some tips on the market from him before the stock exchange closes.
Me too. I want to ask him about grain futures.
Oh, forget it, boys. J.D. Clampett knows nothing about the market. I do all his investing for him.
Don't you wish you were that smart?
I'll bet Clampett throws away better information than I pay my market analysts for.
Well, here is to J.D. Clampett, the lone eagle of finance.
Clampett.
Clampett.
Hi, Miss Jane.
Remember me, Mr. Clampett?
You bet I do. I'd remember even if you didn't have the name wrote right on your dress there. How are you, Beverly?
I'm Marion Billington.
Well, he's a mighty lucky man. Oh, say, Granny wanted to send along some of her crawdad dip. We went to every market in Beverly Hills, and would you believe it? There ain't a crawdad to be had. And they call this a modern city.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Excuse me, Melbourne. We'd like to ask J.D. a question.
Now, John, I told you, you boys aren't going to get anything out of Mr. Clampett.
Oh, just one question.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, if somebody should buy a lot of wheat right now, say 1,000,000 bushels, what do you think they'd make?
Well, Mr. Pendleton, I reckon they make a lot of bread.
What did he mean by that? Fleming, you are square. Bread is hip talk for money. It is? Yes, now get on the horn to your broker and start buying wheat futures.
That's a mighty big piece of ground, Mr. Drysdale. Is your new bank going to cover that whole field?
Oh, no. Just a little portion of it. We'll be right in the middle of a huge development. Compared to some of the new buildings, our bank will be quite small.
Hors d'oeuvres?
No, thank you.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Clampett, what was that again you were trying to buy in the market? I thought I'd tell my boss so he could get some.
Well, that's crawdad.
Crawdad?
Just common crawdad.
You can't get it in the market out here?
That's right. They don't seem to know about it yet. You tell your boss to buy all that he can get his hands on. He'll make himself a heap of money.
Thank you, I will.
Oh, that's great. Good. Said New York?
Ned Lantini.
Give me that phone. Ned, this is John Lucas. Now listen very carefully. This is a real hot tip. I want you to buy crawdad, all you can get. That's right, crawdad. So what? A few years ago, nobody ever heard of Xerox.
Hello, Ned. Fleming again. Buy me some of that crawdad, too.
What? Common or preferred? Just common crawdad. A crawdad common.
Come. But see what preferred is doing. All you can. Yeah. And let us know. All right.
And Drysdale said we couldn't get anything out of Clampett.
Open up. Unlock this door. Let me in there.
Yes.
Come in. Oh, what's the idea? We've got to be getting over to the building site. Miss Hathaway?
Right here, Chief.
Do we have the gold shovel for the groundbreaking ceremonies?
Indeed we have, plus hammer, saw, trowel, and a gold nail in honor of the golden anniversary of Beverly Hills.
Good. Now, if we hurry, we can get pictures taken in time for the evening papers.
Well, I want my picture taken with Mr. Clampett.
Me too.
Well, now, why would anybody want their picture taken with me at all?
Now, you're helping to build this bank, Mr. Clampett.
I am?
You and 10,000 other depositors.
With one little shovel?
Oh! Chief, will you be wanting me to go with you to the groundbreaking ceremonies?
No, you stay here and look after things. Like to ride with me, Mr. Clampett?
Well, no, thank you. I got Jethro waiting. I got a stop to make. Well, see you all at the bank raising.
All right, gentlemen, we're ready to go.
Bank raising. See how casually he takes building a new bank?
Well, maybe we'd be that casual if we had his money. And we will have, now that we've cornered the crawdad market.
Who's trading in crawdad?
I'll take all the crawdad I can get.
Who's selling crawdad?
I want crawdad. Who's trading crawdad?
Knot into knot is not. 5 into knot is not. Knot into 5 is...
Head for home, Jethro.
Oh, our parking time ain't up yet.
Head for home anyway. I gotta get into working clothes, get some tools in this truck.
Well, what for?
I'm gonna help Mr. Drysdale build his bank.
Hey, is that gonna be like barn raising back home?
Yep, Granny was right. Only it's gonna be bigger than any barn raising. There's gonna be 10,000 people pitch into this job.
10,000 people?
That's what Uncle Jed told me.
I ain't never seen that many people in all my life.
Well, me neither.
Well, that's one of the reasons we come home first. It'd take you too long. Figured you wouldn't want to miss a sight like that.
But, Jed, ain't they just gonna get in each other's way?
There's a good chance of that, Granny, especially with the pitiful few tools they got. You load our tools on the truck, Jethro?
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed.
Well, come on, let's get going.
Oh, wait a minute, Jed. Don't you think that we ought to tote along some victuals and a jug or two? Like we always do to barn raising.
Sound like a good idea, Granny.
Jethro, snatch that pot of grits and jowls off on the stove and fetch it out to the truck.
Yes, ma'am, Gran.
Ellie Mae, you draw off a jug of my new rheumatism medicine.
Yes, Granny.
Granny, Mr. Drysdale is going to be right obliged to you. He was serving some little glasses of cider down to the office, but the stuff had done turned.
Left it work too long, huh?
I tell you, it had gassed up something awful.
You gotta know the right time to tap a keg of cider.
He had that little Beverly cater serving victuals.
That's the little girl that Jethro is so sweet on.
Yeah, but she's gonna marry somebody else.
No.
Oh, it's all for the best. She'd have starved Jethro to death in 2 days. That woman serves the skimpiest helpings I ever did see.
You don't say.
Sandwiches no bigger than your thumbnail. And you know what kind of eggs they eat?
What?
Fish eggs.
Fish eggs?
She called them caviar. Little bitty things. Mess up 'em on a cracker or look for all the world like a charge of soggy buckshot.
Did the folks eat them?
Granny, you wouldn't believe the way them city folks was putting away fish eggs and sour cider.
Mr. Drysdale ain't gonna have his bank put up in a hurry with them kind of victuals.
Put it in the back of the truck, Jethro.
Yes, sir.
Now, them's victuals that I call stick to your ribs. We'll save them for the hardest workers.
Good idea, Granny. Let her roll, Jethro. We're late for the barn raising.
Bank raising.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! Oh, we'll take along our victuals and we'll take along our jaws. And we'll take along the shovel just to see your holy stuff. We'll raise the dandy building and we'll raise the Becomes too. And when we get it finished up, it all belongs to
We're just about ready to go on the air, Mr. Drysdale.
Look, Mr. Clampett isn't here yet. We can't start without him.
Well, I'm afraid we'll have to. This is a direct broadcast, and my cue comes up in 30 seconds.
All right. I'll stretch my speech.
What do you suppose happened to Clampett?
He's probably on the phone to his stockbroker.
Yeah, trying to find out who cornered the crawdad market.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Baldwin, bringing you another in our series of on-the-spot broadcasts over station KBH, the voice of Beverly Hills. And remember our slogan of the week: drive carefully, protect our millionaires. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking to you from one of the few remaining vacant lots in our fair city. Soon, this barren expanse of earth will bloom with steel and concrete skyscrapers, and far among them will be the edifice for which we're breaking ground today, the New Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills. Milburn Drysdale, president. And here he is, in person, the handsome, suave, debonair man of finance, Mr. Milburn Drysdale.
Thank you very much. Honored guests, citizens of Beverly Hills, ladies and gentlemen of Radioland. 210 years ago, our forefathers made their way west from Pasadena into what is now Beverly Hills. And they built the first crude 40 and 50 room mansions, some of which still stand. These brave people were seeking freedom in the wide, open spaces.
Ladies and gentlemen, for you listening on radio, let me explain that the commotion and laughter is being caused by a truck full of disreputable vagrants. And here they come again. They circled the stand. Somehow this motley collection of tramps made their way inside the city limits of Beverly Hills, careened past our speaker's platform, obviously intoxicated. Please! Don't worry, Mr. Drysdale. The police will have those drunks under arrest in no time.
This is Mr. Clampett, my guest of honor.
We return you now to our studios for a brief interlude of recorded music.
Jed, I thought you said about 10,000 people was going to be here to help raise this bank.
That's what Miss Jane said they was counting on.
Well, all but about 100 of them changed their mind.
Well, don't worry about that, Granny. We raised some mighty fine barns, but less than that.
Who's this goomer coming?
We're back on the air again, ladies and gentlemen, from the site of the New Commerce Bank.
Can't say as I know, Granny, but it looks like he's lost a bulb out of his light.
It's now my honor and privilege to bring you an interview with one of the leading citizens of Beverly Hills, Mr. J.D. Clampett. Mr. Clampett, I wonder if we might have a word from you, sir.
Howdy.
Is that all you have to say?
It's all I can get into one word.
I didn't mean it literally. You see, Mr. Clampett, you're on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was just a pile of lumber.
What I mean is, Mr. Clampett, when you talk into this microphone, thousands of people are listening in their homes.
Why ain't all you good-for-nothing loafers out here to help raise this bank?
We return you once again to our studio for another brief interlude of recorded music.
Hey, Granny, you know something? I've been all over this place, and they ain't got no victuals.
You hungry, Jethro?
Well, heck no.
Well, then stop worrying. When you get hungry, there's a whole pot full of grits and jowls on the truck.
Not no more. That's why I ain't hungry.
Hey, Paul, they want you to come over and get your picture took.
I don't care if I get my picture took, Ellie. I'll just sit here till they commence work.
Well, they better come in, for the sun's gonna set on them.
That's for sure. Ain't more than about 2 good working hours left.
Hey, Paul, they's commencing now. Look, Mr. Drysdale's going to shovel.
Mr. Drysdale is now putting a foot on the shovel and attempting to get the first spade of dirt, which seems to be a little tough to do right at this time. Very successful with the small spade of dirt. Cameramen are taking pictures of him.
You call that shoveling?
Them city folks sure think a heap of it. They's clapping to beat the dickens.
He's taking a picture of him, too.
Well, he's sure tired quick. He's handing a shovel to them other fellas.
And now Mr. Lucas and Mr. Pendleton are both on the shovel, and...
Why, the two of them together can't dig worth shucks.
Folks is clapping again, and they's taking more pictures.
Look, now all 3 of them's going at it.
Mr. Drysdale, Mr. Pendleton, and Mr. Lucas all pick up a full spade of dirt with the golden shovel for the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
Did you see that, Jed?
Pitiful, just pitiful.
They better figure on building this bank without a cellar.
Well, it looks like that's what they're gonna do. Mr. Drysdale's leaving with the shovel.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Where's he going?
I reckon he had to get back to the old bank to pack up all the money and stuff and move it over here.
With all the rest of his friends helping, I bet you we can build his new bank before he gets back.
Well, let's get to it.
Where's everybody going?
Dogged if I know.
Shame on you lazy loafers.
Come back!
Hey, there's the bank to be put up.
Come back!
You're whistling to the wind, Ellie Mae. Them fair weather friends are scattering like young'uns let out of school.
The minute poor Mr. Drysdale back is turned.
Well, we might as well go home, too.
Now, hold on. Mr. Drysdale finds out about this, it'll break his heart.
Well, what can we do, Paul?
We can put up his bank for him. That's what we can do.
Just us?
It'll get dark on us, Jed.
Full moon tonight. We can work right on through if we have to. Now, Jethro, you and me'll commence toting the lumber. Ellie Mae, you get the tools. Granny, you take his sharp stick and mark off a bank on the ground.
I ain't never marked off a bank.
There's a first time for everything. Now, come on, get busy.
Oh, good morning, Chief.
Good morning.
How did the groundbreaking ceremonies go?
Oh, a little chaotic, but the ground finally got broken.
It's going to be a beautiful structure.
Yes, I can't wait to see those steel girders start to rise. Well, they should be bringing in the heavy equipment any time now.
I can't believe it.
What is it, Chief? What do you see?
Never mind, you wouldn't believe it either. Now, let's get over there.
Well, Jethro, considering the moon was behind the clouds most of the night, we throwed up a right tolerable barn.
A bank?
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, here's the only piece of lumber of that whole pile that we ain't used.
Well, we had no to waste it, Ellie. I tell you what, Jethro, you paint welcome on there, and we'll nail it to the front door right here.
Yes, sir. Well, how's things going inside, Granny?
Jed, it's a trod-down, hard dirt floor. But by dingies, it's clean.
Morning, Mrs. Drydale, Miss Jane.
What is this?
That's your new bank.
Yeah, we'd have made it bigger, but we run out of lumber.
Did you forebuild this?
You can bet your life that we...
Mr. Drysdale's friends built his bank for him just like he was counting on him to.
Yeah, that's right. They did.
They sure
Yeah, they did.
It was a dandy bank racing. Too bad you missed it.
It's a magnificent bank. Isn't it, Chief?
Oh, yes, it's great. It's beautiful. It's terrific. It's fabulous. It's stupendous.
Mr. Drysdale?
Yeah.
Your friends done the best they could with what was here. But if I was you, I'd give some thought to putting up a bigger, stouter building later on with maybe bricks and cement and all.
By golly, I may just take your advice.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Wait here, Uncle Jed?
No, Jethro, come on up to Mr. Drysdale's office and say howdy to the folks.
Oh, yes, sir.
Reckon it's all right to leave the truck parked here?
Oh, yes, sir. We got a whole stack of parking tickets.
No, he is. Them Beverly Hills policemen sure are generous.
That's a fact. Seems like every time we park here, they give us another ticket.
I reckon they want to keep us coming back. How many you got?
Well, must be a dozen. Looky here. Here's a $2 one. This one's for $4. Here's a $5 one. We got a whole stack of these. $10, $15.
You know, Jethro, we ought to share our good fortune with other folks. Now, I'll tell you what you do. See them bunch of cars parked up yonder?
Oh, yes, sir.
I want you to take them tickets and put one on every car.
I'll do it. I'll put it under the windshield wiper so the wind won't blow them away.
Good boy. And then meet me up in Mr. Drysdale's office.
Well, Uncle Ted, hadn't we ought to stick around so they'll know who gave them the tickets?
No, Jethro. The joy is in the giving, not being thanked for it.
You know, Chief, there's something quite humorous about Jed Clampett owning the most exclusive dress shop in Beverly Hills.
Exclusive and expensive. I had to buy the house, Renee, in order to acquire this business frontage for him.
It's a great investment.
The first of many that I'll be making for Mr. Clampett.
He is indeed fortunate to have you piloting his ship of finance into the harbor of security.
Harbor of security. Well, that's rather a well-turned phrase.
Thank you, Chief.
And standing at the mouth of that harbor, like a welcoming beacon, is the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
A West Coast Statue of Liberty.
Exactly. Oh, by George, I have an idea. On our new bank building, let's have the same words engraved that are on the Statue of Liberty.
Wonderful. Bring me your poor, your
What? Wait a minute. Is that what it says? Bring me your poor?
Yes.
Well, forget it.
Forget
it. Howdy they. Bring me your rich, your Clampetts. Pardon? Congratulations, Mr. Clampett. You are now the owner of one of the choicest business properties in Beverly Hills.
I am?
Yes, I bought it for you.
Well, how much did it cost?
Oh, a mere $500,000.
Mr. Drysdale, that's too expensive a present.
No, I bought it for you with your money. Oh. It's an investment for you, Mr. Clampett, a tax shelter. For example, there's a very fine dress shop which you now own.
And the second story is occupied by several doctor's offices, of which you are now the landlord.
It's the kind of property that has tax advantages. You can depreciate it.
Oh, I do.
No. I mean, you can depreciate the value of the building.
You take my word, Mr. Drysdale, I appreciate everything you do for me.
Yes. Would you mind stepping over here, Mr. Clampett, and sign these papers? You have your notary seal?
Indeed, I have. Right here, Chief.
You sign right over here, Mr. Clampett. Right in this line here.
Howdy.
Hello, Jethro.
Oh, Jethro, you dear, sweet, handsome lad. What a pleasant surprise.
Miss Jean, I reckon it was Jethro coming in sudden like that that done it, but you just crimped that piece of paper all out of shape with them fancy pliers.
I guess I did squeeze a bit harder than usual.
Jethro, would you like to sign as a witness?
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Drysdale, I didn't see her do it.
No, I meant witness your uncle's signature. Sign this copy, too, Mr. Clampett.
Your Uncle Jed is now what the government officially designates as a small businessman.
He's big as me. I can eat a turnip off of your head.
Ready, Miss Hathaway?
Jethro, I reckon you and me better go on home. You just caused Miss Jane to ruin another piece of paper.
You bought a store in Beverly Hills?
Well, strictly speaking, Mr. Drysdale done the buying, but we own it.
What kind of a store is it?
Well, it's a dress store.
What the entire nation would want with that?
First off, it'll give us all something to keep us busy. And then I thought that Ellie working around a dress store, she might get interested in wearing dresses and acting more like a lady.
Ellie is a lady. She don't need no dress store.
Hey, Uncle Jed, please don't send me out to fetch Ellie no more. Fella can get killed.
What happened?
Well, Ellie and her ape and her bobcat were sitting up in the top of this elm tree. So I climbed up to tell her to put on some shoes that we was going to town. Well, I got thrown 20 feet to the ground, jumped on, scratched, choked, pounded, and pretty near done in all together.
Well, an ape and a bobcat are pretty good fighters.
Yeah, well, that's why I was so mad. They just sit there in the elm tree and watched her whoop me. Whoa!
What do you think, Granny?
Well, I think we better get her washed up and down to the dress store.
Do down to the dress store, Pa?
Well, I figure first we'll all just look around and see what needs to be done. Then we'll pitch in, help wherever we can.
When Ma done her dressmaking, I used to oil the sewing machine. So did Petalisi.
Well, you offered to do that, Jethro.
Ellie Mae can shake out flour sacks and feed sacks and undo the seams so I can wash and iron it and make yard goods.
Well, now, Granny, this being a fancy Beverly Hills dress store, they probably got ready-made yard goods.
It's hard to beat good, stout feed sacks for house dresses if they ain't got too much filler in them.
This don't sound like much fun to me. Jethro, pull over to the curb. I'm gonna jump out and go back home.
Now, young lady, you sit right where you are. Where you ain't gonna feel much like sitting. Jethro, you drive on down to our dress store.
Yes, sir, Uncle Jed.
Welcome home, Mrs. Langwell. How was the continent?
A bore, a dreadful bore. I do hope Renee has designed a gown that will lift my spirits.
She's waiting to show it to you. S'il vous plaît.
Oh, bonjour, Madame Langwell. C'est merveilleux de vous revoir.
Oh, please, Renee, no more French. In Paris, it seems every other person is speaking it.
Maurice champagne for Madame Langwell.
Immediately, madame.
I've created something perfectly divine for you. Tommy's waiting to show it to you. Entree.
Renee,
It's me. Oh, it makes me look so slender.
I knew you'd like it.
I adore it. Will you have to make any alterations?
Oh, none to speak of. A little here, a little there.
Well, to you, Renee. I must take it with me. How soon can you have it ready?
Oh, in no time at all. Maurice, see that Madame has everything she wishes.
Renee, I don't wish to seem bourgeois, but my husband always scolds me for not asking prices. Do you mind?
Well, it is a little bit unusual, but for you. Now, be prepared for surprise. The gown is less than $2,000.
I'm robbing you.
But the honor of having you appear in one of my creations is worth a great deal.
Nevertheless, I insist upon paying what the gown is worth.
Well, if it will make Madame happy, just my cost. $2,500.
Thank you, Renee. She's such a dear.
This is as close as I can get, Uncle Jed. The street's parked full of cars.
Looks like somebody's doing a good business.
I hope it's our dress store.
Pa, I don't want to work in no dress store.
Now stop complaining, Ellie. Jethro, you sure we come to the right place?
Yes, sir. This here is the address that was on those papers you signed.
This here is somebody's house.
House Rennie. You're right.
Well, let's go.
Yes, sir. That's a good deal like the name of the lady that Miss Jane said was running a dress store.
If this is a dress store, I'll eat a yard of calico.
Hey, Ma done her dressmaking in the back room of the house. Maybe this here Rennie woman does that, too.
Wouldn't do no harm to ask.
Well, I'll see y'all back home.
Now, wait, Ellie Mae. It was on account of you I went along with buying this place. Now, you're going inside with us, and you're going to behave like a lady.
Hey in there. Anybody home?
Howdy there. Is this here Renee's dress store?
This is the house of Renee.
That's the name.
Are you her, Rennie?
No, indeed. Madame Renee is in the fitting room in the rear.
I was right, just like Ma used to do her dressmaking.
Boy, this sure is a pretty parlor.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Go easy, Granny. Looks like that gassed-up cider city folks is so fond of it.
Renee, come quickly.
What is it, Mrs. Langwell? Who are these people?
They look like welfare cases.
You go on up and have your fitting. Maurice and I'll deal with these trespassers. Who are you?
Oh, we's Clampetts, ma'am. I'm Jed, it's Granny, Jethro, Ellie Mae.
Maurice, show these people the door.
Oh, no need to put him to that trouble, ma'am. We seen it when we come in. And I don't blame you for being proud of it. It's pretty.
Oh, place is pretty, Rennie. But you ought to dump this cider. It's done turned on you.
Well, what do you want? Why are you here?
Oh, pitch in and help any way we can.
Yeah, shake out feed sacks, undo the seams, and
Wash and iron and stitch them together.
Oil the sewing machines and sweep up thread and stuff.
I can do most any kind of carpentry work and heavy toting.
Oh, I see. You're looking for employment. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I have no work of an unskilled nature. If you'll excuse me just a moment.
Do you wish me to telephone the police?
Oh, no. Above all, we must avoid a scene or any kind of notoriety. Just give them some coins and send them away.
I'm afraid we have no silver, madame.
Oh, dear. Don't they make some rather small paper money for such emergencies?
As small as $1.
Really? Do we have any?
I hardly think so.
Oh, I'm afraid they might become unpleasant if we send them away with nothing. I have it. The coffee machine in the back. That may have some coins in it. Go and see.
Will you be safe?
Oh, yes, they're obviously gentle people. Just poor. Maurice is going to see if he can find some money. We hardly ever have any cash.
Young'uns, you wait out front. I'm sorry business has been so bad, man.
Well, no wonder. There ain't as much as a yard of goods or a spool of thread or a card of buttons for folks to buy.
Well, now, Granny, it takes money to lay in a stock, and she just told us she didn't have none.
Don't you worry, honey. Good times are on their way. Jed here just bought the whole building.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Oh, shucks, wasn't nothing.
He's got 40 million.
Yes, of course.
Well, now, if there's anything you need, I hope you speak up.
Oh, I shall. I shall.
Madame René, I'm afraid this is all we were able to scrape together. 7 dimes and 2 nickels.
I'm embarrassed to say this is all we have, but I want you to take it and buy some food.
How much is it, Jed?
Only 80 cents.
Well, now, don't you be embarrassed, ma'am. You can buy a lot of food for that. Anything special you'd like us to get?
Well, something filling, I suppose.
We'll do it. Now, you keep your chin up. Come on, Granny.
Is your girl?
One of my girls, a model.
Your favorite, huh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she is.
What'd you have to eat today, honey?
Oh, a glass of tomato juice and some watercress. But don't tell Madame Renee. I'm not supposed to eat so much.
Ed Clampett, you can tell that banker Drysdale that he made a sorry business deal for you when he bought this place.
Ah, Granny.
Jethro, I got some ciphering for you. If a place takes in 80 cents a week, how long does it take to take in $500,000?
I'll get a piece of chalk and go to ciphering on the sidewalk.
Never mind, Jethro. Granny, we gotta look on this as a chance to help people. Now look at Ellie Mae here, just busting with health. Think of that poor, scrawny little girl in there, all skin and bone.
You're right, Jed. And she's her favorite. I hate to think what the other girls look like.
Well, let's go out and get them a truckload of victuals.
With 80 cents.
We can afford to throw in some of our own. All the blessings have been showered on us.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Uncle Jed. Found a $20 parking ticket on our truck.
See what I mean, Granny? Our cup is running over. Tell you what, Jethro, we'll slip it in with the victuals for Miss Renee. Come on, let's go.
Your limousine, madame.
No, thank you. I'm only going to the ice cream parlor.
Allow me to accompany you across the street.
The street's parked full of cars again.
He sure ain't trading at our store. That's a cinch.
Everybody grab some. We got a lot to tote in.
Tommy, dear, I'm afraid you're putting on weight. You'd better cut down on those seconds of watercress.
Yes, madame.
Jed, she ain't never gonna believe we got all this for 80 cents.
Well, we'll tell her we run into a special sale.
Howdy, Reenie, we's here.
You're back.
You didn't think we was going to run off with your 80 cents?
Done some shopping with it.
Run into a humdinger of a sale.
I told you good times was on the way.
Come on, young'uns, let's stow these victuals out back whilst Granny shows her the dry goods.
No, wait, stop.
Now, Reenie, pride is all right, but it won't take the wrinkles out of your belly like taters and cabbage and side meat.
But I can't let you do this.
But, ma'am, I think you're starving young'uns.
Oh, I think I'm going to faint.
Here, take a snort of this. It'll get your blood to going.
Come on along, young'un, and you and your sisters get to peeling and cooking them spuds. First thing you know, you'll flesh out like Ellie here.
I'll help you. What's your name?
Tommy?
Oh, excuse me, young fella. I thought you was a girl. You look a lot like your sister was here before.
Hey, Tommy, you better get out of those fancy pants. Folks is gonna think you're a sissy.
Beats that sour cider all holler, don't it? Drink up, honey. It'll make the world seem rosier right off.
Granny, can I see you a minute?
Excuse me.
They's worse off than we thought, Granny. They ain't even got a kitchen out back. And no bedrooms at all, I can see.
Uncle Jed, Granny. I think it's too late to save this one. She's stiff as a board.
Come on, we gotta save the rest of them.
This'll do it if anything, Ken. Fetch her in, Jethro. There's still color in her cheeks.
Golly, ma'am. I don't know how to tell you how sorry I am.
Ah, bonjour, Madame Renée. Comment allez-vous? Madame? Madame!
By George, I think the old girl is stoned.
Monsieur Drysdale, mademoiselle, êtes-vous malade, madame? Mais non. My shop was invaded by some strange-looking creatures.
Pink elephants? Purple dragons?
No, they... Ah! There they are!
But these are the Clampetts.
They're the new owners of your dress shop.
And he's taking over right now. Every one of them girls back there is coming to our house to get fattened up.
But I need them. I'm giving a fashion show at 5.
Now, you forget about it, Rainey. We'll mind the store and put on the show.
Mr. Clampett, may I have another snort? Sip of that delicious vintage?
Yes, ma'am. I'd go kind of easy, though. That stuff has got quite a jolt to it.
Is it Mom's?
No, ma'am. Granny.
Quiet, everybody. Now. Quieting down. Now, Miss Renee and her girls is taking a rest cure to get fattened up. But you was going to see the show that was promised to you. All right, Ellie Mae. Folks is a-waiting. Shake a leg out here.
By George, he makes a beautiful model.
That's it, honey. Strut real proud.
I taught her that walk and gave her those turns.
The turns might be yours, but those curves are her own.
Now, this is one of Renee's favorite dresses. What am I bid for this?
Bid? Is this an auction?
All right, ladies, let's hear a bid.
$12.50.
$12.50? Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Very well.
15. Sold for $15.
That's ridiculous.
Now, ladies, it's her money. If she wants to throw it away, that's her business. Next dress, Ellie. Looks like it was made out of a right nice piece of store-bought yard goods. What am I bid for this?
$18.50.
Sold and don't give her any more rheumatism medicine. All right, let's start the bidding on this dress. Do I hear $3? Comes a real foot stomper. you know it. And I reckon there's more than one of you women that has a daughter that you're looking to get shed up. My dingies, you put her in this when you bring her to that church, and you won't need no shotgun. Ain't that something? The goods under there is slicker than a toad's belly. And that's first-class cheesecloth on top, too. All right, let's hear it. What am I bid for this?
I bid.
You hush up and give somebody else a chance. All right, now let's hear it. What am I bid for this wedding dress?
I'll pay any price if Jethro comes with it.
Sold to Miss Jane. And Jethro will come with it this evening.
Don't worry, Miss Jane. If he's got a date, I'll fetch it to you.
Show's over.
Well, Jethro, we sold every dress in the store. Have you ciphered up how much that amounts to?
Yes, sir. It comes to pretty near $50.
Why, that'll keep Remy and her girls in victuals for months.
Gives you a warm feeling to help folks in need, don't it?
Yes, sir, Pa.
Hey, Uncle Jed, look, there's another parking ticket on our truck.
Well, young'uns, let that be a lesson to you. The more you give, the more you get.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolks said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
What?
So you're the rascal that's been poisoning our pond. Get to your feet.
I'm not poisoning anything.
You're not, huh? Get over. Get around there. Now, if you're not poisoning the pond, let's see you tip up that jug and take a swig.
Well, I can't do that. It's concentrated chlorine. It kills the algae and fungus.
It kills fish, too. We've tried 2 or 3 times to stop this pond.
But this water's only for swimming.
What do you think fish do, walk? Now you take your jug of poison and get out of here.
Lady, I'm only following orders of Mr. Drysdale.
Aha! So Mr. Drysdale put you up to this, did he?
Yes, ma'am. And now, if you don't mind, I'm running a little late.
You're running fast, that's how you're running.
Sound like Granny must have treed something. All right, Jethro. Read me that letter from Mr. Drysdale's bank.
I don't think you're going to want to hear it, Uncle Jed. It's terrible news.
Like what?
Like you ain't got no more money.
I don't want no more money. I got more than I can use right now. 35, 40 million, ain't it?
Not according to this letter, you ain't got nothing. You're broke.
Broke? Jed Clampett?
Yes, ma'am, that's a fact. He's what they call overdrawn.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that you owe Mr. Drysdale's bank $34.70.
That's why he wanted to get shed of us, putting poison in our pond. Next thing you know, he'll be burning down our barn.
Who?
Mr. Drysdale, that's who. Oh, he was nice as pie to you when you had millions in his bank. But now that it's all gone, he has no use for you.
How could all that money be gone? Jethro, are you for sure positive certain that letter's for me?
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed. There it is, wrote in black and white. Mr. J.D. Clampett.
Why don't you go out and get yourself an honest job?
Oh, Paul, an actor must keep himself available in case the studio calls.
You've been available now for over 10 years, and they ain't called you.
Must you tell it to all the neighbors?
Who's telling them? They already know you're a bum.
I am an actor.
You are a bum.
Oh, Paul, you are going to regret that when my big break comes, and it's due. Charles Boyer has switched to character parts.
So?
So, who do you think is going to take his place as the suave, continental leading man?
Not you, Jake.
That's Jacques.
That's jerk.
Oh, maybe the good news is right here in this mailbox.
Now, you listen to me. You open that box, and you're going to pick up every single bill that falls out.
Hold your apron, Opal.
Why, I put up with this, I'll never know.
Someday, this will all be fan mail.
Can't even go home to Mother. We're living with her.
Someday, I will open this bank statement, and it will say that I am worth $36,422,000.
And that day, I will turn into Liz Taylor.
It did say that.
Did say what?
I'm worth $36,422,000. Well, don't just stand there, Liz. Help me look.
I'll tell you where your money went, Jed Clampett. Why you're flat busted broke. You're living too high on the hog.
Hello? Could I speak to Mr. Drysdale, please? Oh, thank you very kindly. Mr. Drysdale done left for the bank. What do you mean, too high on the hog?
That's what I mean, too high on the hog. Back home, you used to holler 2 miles to your neighbor. Out here, you can't even holler next door. You have to use an expensive telephone.
Granny, I don't hardly think I spent $35 million on the telephone.
Milkman come. Want some?
That's what I mean. Buying milk off on a truck instead of having our cow and squeezing our own. There you go, using your finger instead of your lungs.
Well, now, Granny, the bank's about a 4 to 5 mile holler.
Uncle Jed, I'll drive you down to the bank in the truck.
That's the most sinful waste of all. Buying expensive gasoline for that fancy truck instead of walking a paltry 8 or 10 miles.
I don't mind walking. Just got my shoes fixed.
And you wonder where your money went.
Well, Granny's cheaper than buying him a new pair.
Young'uns don't need shoes out here in Beverly Hills. That's one thing this place has got. Barefoot weather the whole year round.
Morning, Paul. Can I ask you something?
Sure, Ellie.
There you are. There's the whole thing in a nutshell. Take a good look, everybody.
Well, what's the matter, Granny? I was just fixing to give Wendell his breakfast.
That's just it. Back home, we used to live off of possums. Out here, possums are living off of us. Fetch me my big lard barrel, Jethro.
Lard barrel? Granny, you ain't fixing to fry Wendell, are you?
No, child. I'm fixing to pack up our things and all our belongings and go on back home and stop this mad, crazy spending spree before we all end up in the poorhouse. Or maybe get poisoned from the poison pond.
Poison pond? Well, Granny, me and Wendell was just going swimming.
Well, save your swimming for the creek back home.
Ah, simmer down, Granny. I don't believe Mr. Drysdale poisoned our pond no more than I believe we spent all our money.
Here you are, Granny.
Hold it, Jethro. Put that down.
Well, if it ain't spent, where is it?
That's what I'm calling up to find out. Well, good morning to you, Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills. This here is Jed Clampett. Could I speak to Mr. Drysdale, please? Thank you, ma'am. Everything must be fine. It's real friendly.
Mr. Drysdale's office? No, I'm sorry. He's on his way to the airport for an out-of-town trip.
Mr. Drysdale's leaving town?
That's where your money went, leaving town with him.
Now, hold on. Could I please talk to Miss Hathaway?
Well, I'm afraid she's with Mr. Drysdale.
Is both gone?
It took them both to tote your money. Start packing, young'uns.
Come on, everybody, let's get going.
Pa, Granny says she ain't a-coming with us to the bank.
She's a-coming, all right. If I leave her here, she's liable to move out before we get back.
But, Pa, she's a-packing a barrel and she says she ain't gonna leave it.
Don't you worry about it. Just hop on there. Now, Granny, we's all going down to the bank. You want to sit up there next to Ellie? Or you want to ride in that barrel?
I'll ride with Ellie, but only because I'm sitting on the cabbage grater.
Start her up, Jethro.
Yeah, start her up and squander some more of that money that we ain't got none left of.
Gasoline or no gasoline, we's all going down to the bank and see about this overdrawn letter. Let her roll, Jethro.
Hey, you in that truck. You can't stop there. Move on.
Oh, but Mr. Policeman, we got business in the bank there.
Move on or I'll give you a ticket.
Oh, no, thank you. We already got a ticket for parking here.
Two of them. A $5 ticket and a $10 ticket.
Doggers, we should have brought him along.
Move on or I'll give you a $20 ticket.
Thank you very kindly, but we couldn't let you do that.
What?
We still got our pride even though we is flat busted broke.
Oh, you're vagrants.
No, sir, we's Clampetts. I'm Jed, this Ellie Mae, and sitting next to her.
Listen, you want me to run you in?
Well, no, sir. You just stand aside. I'll walk in. See, we got business in there.
Oh, you're not only traffic violators and vagrants, you're bum tech artists. Now get that heap out of here before I arrest a lot of you.
You sure ain't being very friendly.
We don't want your kind in Beverly Hills. Now move it.
You wouldn't talk so sassy if I had my gun.
Done.
Drive on, Jethro. I got the feeling that we ain't welcome around here no more.
Jake, there's a cop. Maybe you shouldn't try to cash the check.
Baby, it's the bank's mistake, not mine. Besides, is a man with $36 million going to miss a few thousand?
Yeah, but it still seems dishonest. It isn't your money.
Baby, to get a break in Hollywood, you've got to put up a big front. This is my chance. Next week, when I'm a big star, I'll pay it back. I'll pay it back.
Well, Janet, Mr. Drysdale is winging east. And that leaves you and me to man this nerve center of our mighty bank. A little frightening, isn't it?
Yes, Miss Hathaway.
Now, during the chief's absence, I shall occupy his office and you will remain at my desk.
Miss Hathaway's office. One moment, please. It's the new teller, Mr. Wilson. He said there's a rather shabbily dressed man by the name of J.D. Clampett wanting to withdraw $10,000.
Wilson, Hathaway here. Don't let appearances deceive you. Mr. J.D. Clampett is good for any amount up to $36,422,000. Glad to help.
$36 million.
Needless to say, he is Mr. Drysdale's favorite depositor. Oh, that reminds me. The chief is having some work done at the Clampett estate. New filtering system for the pool, repairs to the driveway. I'll get on the phone and see that these things are taken care of. Oh, and by the by, if Jethro should stop up to see me, just send him in.
Jethro. Oh, he's that big, good-looking kid. I'll be watching for him.
Janet, stand up, dear. Up. Could you walk for me, please? Turn around for me, Janet, please. That's it. Around. You take the chief's office, I'll remain out here. That is an order.
How about it, Uncle Jed? We gonna pack up and go back to the hills?
It's up to you to decide, Jed. You're the head of the clan. Whatever you say goes.
What's it gonna be, Paul? Go back home or stay here?
We're gonna stay here.
No, we ain't. We're going back home.
Jed's gonna whop you, Granny.
I'd rather get whomped than poisoned. Or shot down by Mr. Drysdale's hired killers.
What hired killers?
That policeman out front of his bank.
He was going for his gun when we drawed away.
Let's go back and whomp that rascal.
We'll feud the whole thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, ain't nobody going nowhere or do nothing till I am dead for certain convinced that Mr. Drysdale has turned against us and he's trying to get himself rid of us.
What does he have to do to convince you, Jed? Who's that?
I don't know, but I smell hot tar.
Me too.
Well, Jed, does tar and feathers convince you?
Now, just calm down, everybody. Hey, mister, what you got in that little tank there?
Hot tar.
Is it for anyone in particular?
Yeah, a fella named Clampett.
This your idea, or did somebody put you up to it?
Man named Drysdale hired me for the job.
Well, Jed, heard enough? Convinced now?
Of course he's convinced. Let's swamp that little rascal and head back for the hills.
Now, hold on now. I can handle that little feller. As far as the leaving goes, no matter how sorry Mr. Drysdale goes to treating us, we gotta stay a mite longer.
Why?
What for? Because it says here in this letter we owe the bank $34.70, and we can't leave town owing money.
We ain't got $34.70.
Then we gotta go out and earn it. Ain't never been a Clampett known to do a dishonest thing, and we ain't gonna be the first.
Don't you and your mother wait dinner for me, doll. I'll grab a bite at the studio commissary.
What studio?
Well, how can I tell until after I've weighed all the offers? Oh, and start packing, doll. I can't wait to get away from that old, broken-down heap.
Now, that's no way to talk about Mother's house.
Who's talking about her house?
Jake Clampett.
Jacques, dear, Jacques. Oh, and doll, here. Get yourself some decent clothes.
But, Jake!
Don't worry. I'm on my way to the bank for more. Get yourself a mink. After all, your husband's in pictures now. You are the wife of a star.
I'm the wife of a bum!
Little man, can I talk you out of this?
Why don't you stop bugging me? I got a job to do.
Yeah, well, like I keep telling you, I don't think you're man enough to do it. At least he's not alone.
Well, I do.
Please, won't you give up this notion?
Want to know something? You're going to get hot tar all over you.
Well, I'm sorry you're such a muley, little feller.
Oh! There he goes.
Just be thankful I didn't head first you into the hot tar.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, let's go figure out how to raise that money.
How about Rusty, my swimming, bird-loving cat, Paul? Do I have to sell him?
Well, I tell you, Ellie, we do need the money, and swimming, bird-loving cats ain't too common. Might bring a good price.
All right, Paul. Well, how about Earl, my Benny Rooster that plays dead?
Well, Banny Roosters that plays dead is kind of rare, too.
Paul, do I have to sell little Arnie?
Well, I'll tell you what, Ellie. I figure on making so much money cutting and selling wood, and with Jethro helping, and Granny peddling her pickled crow's gizzards, you're selling your animals liable to burden us down with a lot of money that we just don't need. So, turn them all loose.
How you coming, Jethro? Putting everything all together, and we got 80 cents.
We owe $34.70. How much does that leave for us to have to earn?
Well, let's see. 34.70. Naught, take away naught, leaves naught. 7, take away 8, leaves minus 1. 4, take away naught, carry over minus 1, and bring down the 3.
Doggy, you sure can cipher. That's one thing we got out of Beverly Hills, a fine education for you.
Where's my gun? Fetch my gun. Get me my gun.
What's the matter now, Granny?
I just caught another varmint out by the cement pond. Says he's gonna shut off my water.
What for?
Drysdale's orders. Says he's putting in a new system. I reckon that means he wants to get rid of us.
I can't believe a man would be mean enough to thirst us out of here.
I say it's feuding time. We've been provoked beyond human endurance.
Hello? Howdy, Miss Hathaway.
Give me that phone.
I'll take it. Jed Clampetts speaking.
But, Mr. Clampett, how can you be at home? You were just downstairs drawing out another $10,000. What? Stay there. I'll call you right back.
Well, Jake, you made it, just like you said you would. There you are in front of the movie cameras.
Action. Cut. Thank you, Mr. Clampett.
Oh, thank you. Just one...
This will be on the 5 o'clock news.
Thank you so much.
Well, did you hear that, Jake? You're gonna be famous, just like you always promised.
So, maybe a producer will see me. Call the studios and tell them to catch the 5 o'clock news.
Of course, mere words can never express our deep humiliation over this unforgivable error. But your bank account has already been reimbursed, and Mr. Jake Clampett is safely in jail.
In jail?
Clampett?
Well, yes.
I don't hardly think we can hold still for that.
But he took your money.
Oh, any kin of mine is welcome to whatever I got.
But you don't know that he is your kin.
We don't know that he ain't neither.
I reckon we'd like him fetched out of there just as quick as can be.
All right, if you insist.
Now, this is what I mean by putting up a front.
Wow, Jake.
That's Jock.
I warn you not to try and take advantage of this situation. I am certain there is not the remotest possibility that you could be even distantly related to these wonderful people. And I am rushing back to the bank now to check you out thoroughly.
Well, howdy there. You must be Mr. and Mrs. Clampett.
Cousin Jed.
Pleased to meet you. Say, what side of the family are you from?
This is my wife, Opal. And, darling, this is my long-lost favorite cousin, Jed Clampett.
Howdy, ma'am.
Hello.
This here is my daughter, Ellie.
Cousin Ellie.
And this here is Granny.
Cousin Ellie.
Say howdy to Granny.
Howdy, Granny. This young lady belongs in the movies, and I'm going to see that she gets there.
Well, thank you. Can we all go? There's gonna be a double feature tonight.
Marvelous. She's so wonderfully naive and unspoiled.
And this here is my nephew, Jethro.
Howdy. I hear tell you're a movie actor.
Quite right, my lad.
Well, let's all go and have some victuals and get better acquainted with our cousins, Opal and Jake.
That's Jacques.
That's Jake.
Wow, Jake, look at this room.
Yeah, well, I reckon you being married to a movie actor, it ain't quite what you used to.
You can say that again.
Well, we got bigger rooms down the hall.
Oh, no. This is fine.
Oh, by the way, don't let this thing fool you the way it done Granny. She thought it was some kind of a fancy bathtub. And duck your head when you walk under this thing. Of course, you can't hurt it none. It's been walked into so much, it's just hanging there in 100 pieces.
Mr. Clampett, that's a crystal chandelier.
Yeah, but you don't want to try to light none of them candles. I reached up, stuck my finger in one of them one night to feel for the wick. Knocked me clean across the room.
Well, it's electrically wired.
Oh, yeah, it's held together real good.
Well, that's one thing Jake doesn't have to worry about, being too tall.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's about the shortest Clampett I ever did see.
You can say that again. Short of money, short of talent.
Say, man?
Opal was just agreeing with you that I'm short.
Well, that'll come in real handy with these beds here. If Jethro and me was to sleep in one of them, we'd hang over from the knees down.
Can I come in?
What you got there, Granny?
Victuals for the company. I bet you two is hungry.
You can say that again.
Let's go wash up.
Oh, yeah, excuse us.
I reckon Cousin Jake's woman is kind of hard of hearing. That's the third time she's asked to have something said again.
Maybe she'll get some help from these pickled crow gizzards.
She just might. Ain't nothing here is better than a crow.
Help yourself, Jed. I got 56 jars of them.
Oh, yeah, you made these to peddle to help raise money.
Yeah, but now that we don't need the money, we got ourselves a couple of weeks of company eating.
Hey, it's finger-licking good, Granny. Can I have seconds?
Hold on. Here comes Jake and his missus.
Well, now, isn't this nice of you?
I reckon it is. But Jake here being our cousin...
And a movie picture actor.
You deserve the best.
Hope you folks can stay a spell.
Well, we wouldn't want...
Well, eat and run? Oh, I think we can manage at least a week.
How do you like my pickled crow gizzards?
What did you say they were?
I said they're pickled crow gizzards.
Granny's got 56 jars. We can have them 3 meals a day.
Not into her.
I reckon she ain't partial to crow gizzards. What do you think of them, Cousin Jake?
Oh, I'm saying a week. This isn't the first time I've eaten crow.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. And they would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. You all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.